That's my PFT tip of the day. If you ever just want to have fun saying a word, say disqualification in Jamaican accent. You won't regret it.
Disqualification.
Yeah, see? Disqualification.
Disqualification.
Max, take it for a spin.
Disqualification.
On today's part of my take, presented by DraftKings, we have college football expert Brandon Walker on the show in studio. We're going to break down what happened last week, Lane Kiffin saga, what's coming up this week with Championship Sunday. We're going to react to the college football rankings at the start of the show on Zoom, and then we'll kick it back to ourselves in studio talking Monday Night Football, hot seat, cool throne, FAQs, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Game Time. The NFL's in full swing, tailgates, pack stands, that buzz before kickoff, but getting in nightmare. Queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. The hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. We're looking at tickets. Hank, what are we looking at?
Bears and Packers.
Yep.
Game of the week, $319 playoff game. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere.
It's going to be great. So take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today with Game Time. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd, and PFT, James Madison University is ranked in the top 25. Congratulations.
Thank you. Got a little number next to our name. And listen, first of all, I just want to make this clear from the start. There have been a lot of people that are like, PFT, you understand that JMU would get boat raced by any of the at-large teams. I just want to make it clear that I'm not going to address that. I'm only focused on the opportunity in front of me, which is getting into the playoff. It is absurd that we found ourselves in a situation because of the design of the playoff at large that you could have two group of five teams that get in to college football's championship crowning tournament, and you have teams like Notre Dame that could be left out. Does that mean that JMU is better than Notre Dame? I have no choice but to say yes, it does mean that, because we would be in, Notre Dame would be out. But yeah, it's an absurd situation that we found ourselves in, given what happened with the ACC. I think if they had to do it all over again, they would probably make it the 4 top-ranked conference champions that would get the automatic bid. I feel like that would probably be a more fair way if you're really trying to get the best 12 teams into the mix. But what the committee did today, having UNT ranked 24, as I suspected, if UNT beat Tulane, I think that they would obviously be ahead of JMU to make it in. I even thought that if UNT was not ranked, I thought that if they beat Tulane, that would be enough. They jump JMU. That's not really surprising to me. Whoever wins the American is going to get in. JMU, the brotherhood with Duke. If Duke wins, I don't see a world where they put Duke in. I think they put JMU at 25 to signal that if JMU beats Troy, handles business in Harrisonburg, that JMU will be ranked above Duke if they win the ACC championship. But UVA obviously gets in if they beat Duke. So we got a long ways to go, but it's a lot of chaos. It's just kind of cool to think about a world when JMU could be in the 12-team tournament. Who's been texting me recently? Joey Harrington, getting the trash talk started, looking ahead to that JMU-Oregon potential matchup. I think Oregon would be favored by like 18 points. But if we covered, that's my national championship right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I've seen the take thrown around because obviously people are mad about the potential of James Madison and a North Texas or Tulane being in, that we shouldn't let two automatic qualifiers. Yeah, okay. Well, then either make it 16, which I think is probably too many, because we're going to talk about this with Brandon, but this is last year we didn't have enough good teams. This year we have too many good teams. So either make it 16, or if you want to, just make a different playoff for everyone who's not in the Power Four, which would suck, but that's the only solution, because you can't have a sport where it is just impossible for half of the teams to not be in the tournament. You're just saying that it's going to be Big Ten and SEC, and that's going to ruin the sport even further. So it's chaos right now. We knew it was going to be chaotic and weird for the first couple of years of this. I think it eventually will get to 16, and then people will stop bitching as much because you're getting closer and closer to where the natural rankings are of a JMU and a Tulane. But the big thing that came out tonight was that we thought maybe there was a chance that Notre Dame and Miami, because they did play in August, there would be the committee trying to creep Miami up a little bit more. That did not happen. Notre Dame did drop a spot for Alabama beating Auburn, but it's essentially set in that the only thing that could keep Notre Dame out is if BYU beats Texas Tech.
Yeah.
If BYU beats Texas Tech, then they'll have to let BYU be in, and I would assume that Texas Tech wouldn't fall past Notre Dame. Other than that, there can't be a lot of movement left. I guess they could maybe bounce Alabama with 3 losses if they lose to Georgia, but that would also be very chaotic because Alabama beat Georgia earlier in the year. So you could say, well, they're 1-1 against each other. But other than that, like I didn't see a whole lot of stuff. The Ole Miss thing, they didn't penalize Ole Miss for losing Lane Kiffin. In fact, they actually went up a spot, and Texas A&M fell all the way to 7. So yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward what we have coming up on Championship Saturday. The thing that the committee does not want to happen is for Texas Tech to lose to BYU and Alabama to lose to Georgia, because then they have some hard decisions to make.
Yeah, I think if BYU beats Texas Tech, what's going to happen is they're going to put Miami in, because they've put Miami and Notre Dame so close.
Wait, so who would go out?
So if BYU loses, then it would
they're out. They're already out right now.
Right. But if BYU loses, then I think they would have Miami and Notre Dame ranked consecutively, right?
But that's still Miami out.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if they're ranked like right next to each other, I think the committee looks at that and they ultimately say, well, Miami and Notre Dame did play, and then Miami's in.
I don't know. So you're saying Miami would jump Notre Dame with both of them not playing?
If their name, it's as simple as this. It's as simple as their names being written directly next to each other, one number apart, and then one team beat the other team. I think that's what the committee would do.
But they also necessarily they wouldn't have to do that if Bama loses, because then they could just have Notre Dame at the 9, Bama at the 10, Miami at the 11.
I guess they could do that. And what this has really taught us, it's made dudes do math. We don't know that we're doing math, but we're learning about the transitive property. If like you grew up learning about the transitive property, but you had like a strong identification with one number, and you grew up wearing that one number on all your hats and jackets as a kid, and you love that number, and then now you have a reason to fight for that number and explain why that number is actually superior to the others.
Yeah.
Hank just said 3. Good call, Hank.
The other thing that happened, I think we all knew it was going to happen, but Texas and Vanderbilt they're just out. Like we can stop with that.
Yeah.
It stinks because, they are both 2 lost teams and I do understand the one thing that I will agree with, and I think you have to include the automatic qualifiers, because again, you can't just eliminate half of the sport. You can't just be like half the sport has no chance of getting in. But if you said to me right now, does James Madison, Tulane, or North Texas have a chance of winning it all? I'd say no. Does Texas or Vanderbilt? I'd say maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like they played some of these teams, they beat some of these teams, and so like Texas beat Oklahoma, who's very much in. Vandy went and who did Vandy beat? They didn't beat anyone who's in right now, but they obviously beat some top 25 teams throughout the course of the season. So yeah, like they have played those type of games. Yeah, it's all a mess. It's all stupid. It's all not perfect.
We're deciding the champion of a sport not based on who the best 12 teams are in that sport.
Yeah,
which is kind of a fucked up way to do it. But if that's the pool that I'm going to be swimming in, you better believe I'm going to be going for the world record, right?
Yeah.
Like to me, I'm just I'm playing the hand that I was dealt here. And if you're saying there's a chance for JMU to get in, I am going to absolutely do everything that I can to root for JMU, all that. But you have to be realistic about it. And there's no chance that a team that plays in the Sun Belt would ever be considered to be one of the top 12 teams in the entire country.
Yeah. And listen, the other thing that you have to that this committee will continue to do that makes no sense, that is like, antithetical to sport and what we watch, is that they still do the bias of what your preseason rank was. Because if you just look at Oregon and Ole Miss, Oregon has not beaten the team that's in the playoffs right now. Ole Miss has. They both have one loss. Ole Miss lost to Georgia. Oregon lost to Indiana. Those are two top 4 teams. But Ole Miss has a better win. So it's like, but why is Ole Miss behind Oregon? Because Oregon was ranked higher to start the season. That's just how it works.
It's crazy. In fact, I would like to speak on behalf of the Sun Belt Conference and just to the American Conference. I think the winner of those two conferences should play a play-in game to get it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd be okay with a play-in game. More football.
That'd be fun. Okay, so last thing I had before we get to ourselves talking Monday Night Football, I did want to give a shout out to one of the best tweets. This might actually have to be in the takeys. One of the best tweets of the year was from Seth Rohrabaugh on November 30th. So what was November 30th? Was that Sunday? That was Sunday. Sunday night. He said, Mike Tomlin will say something like, "We can't eat soup with forks. We need spoons." Then the Steelers will sign a 2018 Pro Bowler to the practice squad. The Steelers did sign Adam Thielen today, who is a 2018 Pro Bowler. That might be the tweet of the year. Mike Tomlin has gotten, and we're going to talk more Steelers in a minute, but Mike Tomlin has gotten to the point where you can just perfectly troll him and predict everything he does. And this came on the day that Aaron Rodgers turned 42. Happy birthday, Aaron Rodgers. I did send him a happy birthday message. He did not respond. Did not expect a response from him. But this is where the Steelers are at.
I think he got a new phone, right?
He got a new phone. Yeah, right. He the Steelers are in a spot where like, yeah, Adam Thielen, let's get him.
Yeah, he's beyond parity. You're never really satirizing Mike Tomlin. You're just early.
Right. And the Steelers are just become a retirement home for players. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
Respect to the good people of Pittsburgh for booing Renegade. I'd be upset too.
Yeah, they have every right to. Okay.
Oh, one more thing. Max, I had this idea right when we left the office. Because after we left the office earlier, we taped this a little bit out of order. Kalani Sitake had not signed the extension, not agreed with BYU. It looked like it was trending in that direction. But since it's official, he's going back. Penn State still looking for a head coach. Max, what do you think about this? What do you think about Penn State taking one for the team, for the city of Philadelphia, and hiring Kevin Petullo?
I saw that tweet.
That was someone else's idea to just get Petullo?
No, that was PFT. It was PFT tweeted it. Yeah, and I saw him tweet it.
I was thinking for Max. I was like, this could solve a problem for you, Max, because you get rid of the guy that's ruining your season right now, and then maybe you just punt on one season for Penn State.
Fun fact: Max.
I think I would rather.
Max turned down a better deal last week that ended up being true, but he didn't shake on the deal, so he fucked up because I tried to make him a deal. Bears get a statement win. Eagles fire Kevin Petullo. He wouldn't take that. And the Bears did get a statement win, and they didn't fire Kevin Petullo. So if he had shook on that deal, he would have had that.
Well, they're not going to.
I don't think you can hire a brand new offensive coordinator with like 4 weeks to go in the season.
Why not?
When has that ever worked out?
I don't know. Chip Kelly's out there.
Yeah, why not?
No,
why not, Max? Think outside the box. We're solutions guys, not problems guys.
Sirianni's
PFT
already
gave you a
said there will be
solution.
drastic changes this week to the offense.
So you're saying that Chip Kelly coming in the door, you would rather have Kevin Patullo than that?
Yes. How the fuck are you supposed to implement an entire new offense in 3 days?
Just tell them to fucking run and get open.
You just have to tweak what you're already doing. You can't have a brand new guy in 3 days, unless it's someone already inside the building.
Technically, it's like
Kevin Patullo guy.
Also, technically, it's like 5 days because you play Monday Night Football.
Good point.
Yeah, so
You
that's
guys
2 extra
could,
days. What?
You guys could set the trend. Just get it going.
Yeah.
Be the first to do it.
Oh yeah, are you saying Jalen Hurts is dumb?
What?
They can't.
I
learn
still
a new
think
offense?
Zach is. I still think
Jalen
Zach
Hurts
is in
has
a
learned a new
green
offense
screen.
every single year of his career.
There you go. Then just he should be.
But that's
able to
a
handle
year.
it. Sorry. Okay, Max. You know what? I was trying to do a good thing for the city of Philadelphia for you.
Penn
What's
State's
wrong,
wrong.
Memes? Memes has his hand up. What's wrong, Memes?
All right, so in 2012, the Ravens fired their offensive coordinator after starting 9-4, and then they went on to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
When has that ever worked? How about a soupy?
13 years. Yeah, it happened one time in the past 25 years.
I mean,
All right.
but
Well,
it's 1-for-1 soupy.
You keep having fun with Patullo then.
It's not 1-for-1 soupy because offensive coordinators do get fired a lot in the middle of the season.
They do.
Oh.
So,
it'd be
I
one
mean, the
for-
Bears fired Shane Waldron last year and everyone else.
Yeah, that's what. But you weren't trying to win it. Like you weren't going to win it.
Yeah, but look. Yeah, but look where we are now.
But you could just fire him in the offseason.
I thought
No,
you were
we
trying
got
to win
head
a Super Bowl
start.
this year.
I'm done with getting head starts.
All right.
Head
Okay.
starts are nothing.
Let's kick it to ourselves in studio. We talk some Monday Night Football, then we have Hot Seat Cool Throne and some extended college football talk. Very fun time with Brandon Walker. Okay, before we talk Monday Night Football and Hot Seat Cool Throne, DraftKings newest game, Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Simple as that. Pick 6 brings you upside those other pick'em sites can't touch. The better you perform, the bigger your payout, and it's available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, and more. And if you're new to DraftKings, we've got you covered. Pay just $5. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Trust your read and make it pay. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings. Pick 6. The crown is yours. Okay, Hank, you're going in the bye week at 11-2. That's pretty crazy.
Insane.
I
thought we were going to be the best team on this podcast. I didn't think we were going to be this good.
Yeah.
But then you thought that maybe you wouldn't be the best team on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you
At a moment
actually
of doubt.
bailed on that after week 1. You were like, nah, it's not going to happen.
We're 11-2, and it feels great.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
I mean, they looked. I mean, the Giants stink, but doesn't matter. They made them look like they stink, which is what a good team should do.
Yeah.
And Drake
Look good. Jersey's unreal.
You love the Redcoats. You're a big England guy.
Love the Redcoats.
Mm-hmm. And now you have a bye, and then Bills and Ravens are your 2 biggest games, on the rest of the schedule.
And there's a chance the Bills could be a T-shirt and hat game for the division
Interesting.
at home.
So if the Bills lose this week, it could be a T-shirt and hat game. Wow.
I thought the Patriots looked unbeatable last night. Like a legitimately great team.
That punt return was so sick.
The punt returner was incredible. All 3 phases. Did you see Vrabel's vest that he was wearing earlier this week? I think he was wearing it maybe the one that said no naps on it. Well, how do you feel about that?
If Vrabel says no naps, I'm no naps.
Oh, that's just
and
not
that's
true.
kind of a
You have to nap.
That's
You're
not
a nap guy.
I'm
not
a
a
team
great
guy,
culture
though.
fit.
If Vrabel's saying no naps, no naps.
No, you're done napping?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta make sure that is the correct
No
context.
nap December?
Maybe it was like it could have mean something else. I don't know.
It means stay woke.
But if it's no naps, it's no naps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
I mean, Vrabel's obviously a great coach. We love Vrabel. He was it's like him and Ben Johnson. You guys made great hires when it comes to coaches this offseason.
That's a very funny shirt. I hadn't seen it.
The no naps. Yeah. And it seemed like one team was excited, ready to play football. The other team, not so much.
Yeah, he lost to the Giants. It was definitely. I kind of realized that when they were showing all of the Eli Manning stuff. I was like, this is a revenge game for Vrabel. Like, he hates the Giants.
Yeah, and the Giants. I think the Giants hate the Giants. The game started. I feel like for the first quarter, the Giants' offensive line was fighting more after the whistle than during the game. And because Jackson Dart got blown up, but it was even before that. Yeah. We had Younghoe Koo with still I don't understand. That looked like me in the tee box.
I'm gonna defend Younghoe Koo.
How?
All right. Well, first of all, of course he dug his foot into the ground. His name's not Young Housewife. That's what hoes do. Mm-hmm. Second of all, his explanation after the game actually made sense. When I watched it, like everybody else, I was like, that's the worst kick I've ever seen. It
was the yips.
Yeah, like the yips. I thought he had the yips where it's like, you can't come back from that. He's just broken mentally. That's what, like, Giants kickers have had the weirdest history of physical ailments. Now it's moved its way upstairs into the brainstem. But when I heard his explanation after the game, I watched it again. It looked terrible. And it was his explanation? It was terrible. His terrible was after the ball was snapped, the holder, Gilliam, he caught it, and then the ball started to fall a little bit. And so at the last second, Younghoe pulled up. And that's him pulling up on the kick because he thought it was going to fall down. If he was actually trying to kick the football, even if you hit the ground like that, your foot's going all the way through. You're going to follow through at the end. It's not getting stopped when you hit the ground. Like, for example, Hank, if you're hitting a lob wedge, right, and you're 20 yards off the green, and you hit it really fat, you're not swinging that hard, so it's going to get caught up in the ground, and your club's not going to go anywhere, right? But if you're actually making an attempt, even if you hit the ground, it's going to bounce off the ground. It's going to go forward. He was trying to pull up on the kick.
It was a check swing.
It was a check swing, and it ended up looking like the biggest disaster of a field goal attempt. They asked him about it after the game, and he said, yeah, that's actually happened one other time to me. So this is like the second time that he's had this disaster of a kick. But it was a terrible looking attempt. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't care about his explanation. That was just the dumbest play ever.
Like, there's no way that's not carrying over.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
There's no way that's not going to, like, there's no way that's going to get in his head going forward.
Yeah.
Even if he was like, yeah, I was trying to do that, there's no way that he's not going to probably have the yips for like at least a week.
Well, yeah, he wasn't trying to do that. And again, it's a disaster of an attempt. He just thought the ball, it's more of an insult to his holder, being like, I thought he was going to drop it.
Yeah.
And then just letting him get blown up on that. But yeah, the Giants, when Jackson Dart ran out of bounds, and then his team came to his defense, Jackson Dart was inbounds running, trying to get a first down.
The guy has to learn how to not die because he just, like, that's actually all the Giants should be focused on in the last 5 weeks of the season because they're not good. Their fans are very upset that Joe Shane has not been fired, rightfully so. Just don't get Jackson Dart hurt because he doesn't know how to keep himself healthy.
Yeah, he doesn't, and his explanation was like, yeah, that's how you ever watch me play football? That's how I play. Well, you don't have to be a fucking idiot.
On a 2-win team.
On a 2-win team. Like, yeah, and he was going for the first down. He was inbounds, and he got lit up. If I was a defensive player in the NFL and I see the Giants on my schedule, I'm like, I'm going to get to crush a quarterback this week.
And he's not Mahomes. Like, Mahomes probably gets that call.
And he also gets out of bounds.
It's not a penalty.
Does the thing where he gets out of bounds.
Yeah.
At the last second.
That was not a penalty at all.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, it was so violent that, like...
Yeah, no, you're right. Mahomes gets it just pure... What just happened?
But it's Jackson Dart. Like, that's where it's like he's not playing high school football.
He just can't you can't get injured. You have to have a full offseason. I think Jackson Dart is a good quarterback. Like, I think that's the one saving grace for this Giants team in another terrible season is like you think you have a guy, you have to keep him healthy. Also, you had Abdul Carter. He now has more soft benchings than he does sacks on the season. So he didn't play the first 2 series. That's the second time this year that he has been benched to start a game. He has 1.5 sacks. Mike Kafka afterwards just said he just didn't give an explanation. Yeah. He just kept on saying, I talked to him. They're like, did he miss a meeting? I know there was a fake report going around that was very funny that he unplugged his headphones in a meeting and porn was playing. That was not real, but also very well done.
apparently has something to do with tardiness.
Yeah, he's just late.
He's got a late problem. I don't know if he was in the training room again, and that was another miscommunication, if that was just a bullshit thing that they said the first time. But I also feel like it's a bad sign if your interim head coach is becoming a disciplinarian.
Yeah.
That's not great vibes for the team. Hank, I have a stat, not an insult stat, a real stat that you'll enjoy about.
Do you have any bookmarks,
New England
Hank?
Patriots?
I have some bookmarks. I mean,
Did Drake May have 300 yards?
Drake May did not have 300 yards.
It's funny that it's becoming a story that people are asking Drake May about it now. Listen, I'm just trying to find something to nitpick about Drake May and his amazing season. Who gives a fuck if he throws for 300 yards? He's throwing for like 280 every week.
You got to no. You can't.
You got to don't give up.
Don't walk.
Don't
this
give
back.
up.
No.
gotta-
Max, let me finish.
Stay strong.
Let me finish.
You got to keep saying he sucks.
But I'll be goddamned if I'm going to stop talking
there we
about
go.
it.
There we go.
But just
Like
stay strong.
there's an elite club, and all the players know about it. The 300 Club.
The 300-yard club.
Yeah,
is very important.
there's a giant mural that they have in Park Avenue in the NFL headquarters, and it's the movie poster from 300 with all the players that have gotten 300 with their shirts off with six-pack abs, and Drake May is not on it. And it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting that he's not on it.
It's because you're leading the game so much. What happens when you're going in the fourth quarter and you're up 20?
They were still passing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
They
but
were.
It's a
They were
different-
trying to get him 300.
Yeah, they
game
were.
script
Now,
They were trying to get him 300.
It's honestly, it's in Josh McDaniels' head.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to get this guy 300.
100% not.
A
But what's
mil-
your stat? Let's hear the
He's
stat.
definitely thought about it at least once.
No.
Yeah, I mean once.
Why would you think about it? Your team's 11-2. Your quarterback's
he
the
may not.
front
It may
runner
not
for
affect his
MVP.
play calling,
No.
but he's definitely thought about
He's
it.
getting asked
No.
about it after the game.
Someone has said something.
100%.
Yeah.
He might
No.
listen to this podcast.
No.
Big Cat, Lisa
Yeah, and he's
Salters
probably- no, he probably
asked him
turned it
about it
off.
after the game. She said, "You haven't thrown for 300 yards yet. What's up with that?" Like, he knows. They talked about it on
Born out
SportsCenter
of a
last
PFD
night.
Hank troll.
Yeah. He's not in the
good.
300 club. Mookie Betts is in the 300 club.
It's true.
That's true. That
But-
guy on 9/11.
Yeah. Osama.
The other guy.
Yeah.
The guy in the bowling alley.
Yeah. But no, a real good stat for the Patriots. They're the first team in NFL history with 10 straight games where they score 23 points and allowing 23 or fewer points in a single season.
They're dominating.
Pretty impressive. Now, could Drake May be this good if his defense wasn't so great? We don't know the answer to that question,
Yeah, it's a team game.
but it's a question that you have to ask.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
He had to ask it.
I think he would be better. Statistically, he'd be better if his defense was worse and he had the ball more and was playing from behind. He would have better stats.
That's not necessarily
That's
true
not necessarily
because they're still throwing the ball in the fourth quarter.
And he also might feel more pressure like, oh shit, I gotta score on every possession.
Also, what team was he on last year?
Great question, Max.
True.
Checkmate.
Got him.
So really, I mean, yeah, I guess
He's just asking the question.
pretty good game.
It's a fair question.
From Drake.
What are your bookmarks?
I don't listen. I didn't.
You said we sat down before we started recording.
I was
Go,
trying to
how do you
find-
get to your bookmarks?
I've
And I
never-
said, Hank's been bookmarking.
No, I don't bookmark. I bookmarked a couple things, but I was not planning on bringing him up unless it got ugly, and it has not got ugly. That was a
not
good
got
stat.
ugly.
That was a good stat.
You want to get ugly?
Yeah,
get
ugly.
Get ugly with me.
No, I respond. I'm not a.
Yeah, get ugly with him.
I
though.
fight back.
Go with your
I'm
bookmarks.
all love, all positive vibes.
No
like,
naps.
No
naps. Good vibes, all love.
Hank,
Love you guys.
I mean, they're calling him. Well, there's two things about his nickname. He's got two nicknames. One, the schedule. I prefer that one.
Mm-hmm.
The second, Drake May. They stole that from me.
Oh, okay.
That was my
Who's they?
That was my nickname for John Beck when he was the quarterback of the Washington Redskins.
Who the fuck is John Beck?
He's
John Beck?
He's
Was
John,
this in 1942?
He's John Beck.
Were you like writing this in like your school notebook?
No, this was John Beck, baby. John
Who
Beck.
is John Beck?
John Beck was a quarterback.
He was.
When?
He was like. I think
like
Kyle Shanahan might have stood on the
early
table.
2000s.
I think
To
the worst
draft
part
him?
about John Beck is I searched his name and another guy popped up.
A different guy.
first.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, that is John Beck. You're right to forget John Beck. I only remember him because
You have to search John Beck football to get to John
Yeah,
Beck.
Yeah, but you get to him.
because I would call him John Beck.
So they call him Drake.
Drake May.
They call him Drake May.
Shout out Drake May lover.
He played 9 career games.
Yep.
Love that.
Yep. He was great.
I don't understand the Drake.
There's, I mean, guy's a legend.
Because he doesn't have any other nicknames.
Well, he's
so
an
his
Instagram.
nickname
He's
is
an
his own
Instagram
name.
account, Drake May Lover, and he's everywhere. He comments everywhere on all types of pop culture, whatever posts, and he just writes Drake May.
That's it.
Sounds like a bot.
It's not a bot. It's a good guy.
Is it you?
No.
What are your
I
bookmarks?
wish. Guy's
Hank?
dedicated.
Reveal your bookmarks.
I only had one bookmark. It was just a Drake May stat. Again, it was only if things got ugly. I was not planning on bringing this up. Each of his last 10 starts, Drake May has passed for 200-plus yards, rushed for positive yardage, thrown no more than one interception, averaged 8 yards per pass attempt to win the game. No quarterback in NFL history has done that in more than 5 consecutive starts. He's done it in 10.
That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn
Rush
good.
for positive yardage.
That deep ball was nasty.
Every game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, Drake May, he's having an awesome season. He's so accurate on his deep balls, too. It's kind of crazy.
Just great pocket presence, too.
Yep.
Steps up, rushes when he needs to, hits his targets. It's just beautiful to see.
Did you know that when he has a child, he's going to name it Fox after Foxborough, Massachusetts?
He said that?
He did, according to my preferred breaking news source, which is New England Gridiron Pulse US.
Fox May?
It's a Facebook account that's run by somebody in Vietnam that just makes up stories.
Got it.
Yeah.
How many dudes do you think in the last month since they started revealing that you can look at locations for Twitter? How many dudes realize that they've just been jerking off to pictures of accounts run by Indian dudes?
A lot. Probably, I'm going to check those bookmarks.
Oh, shit.
This is actually my second favorite post by them recently. They just claimed that Justin Jefferson has expressed a desire to be traded to the Patriots. I need a playing environment that truly demands and respects those who crave victory. Therefore, I only want to play for the Patriots. Justin Jefferson said that, according to this Vietnamese New England Patriots Facebook page.
I love that.
It's a great Facebook page. Okay, should we do Hot Seat Cool Throne? Or I have a question for you, Max. Who the hell is Penn State going to hire as their head coach?
I don't know. I hate our coworker Blutman.
Why?
He's told me 99.9% chance of one thing 3 times.
Oh, no, he can't do that. He's getting in the breaking news day. I saw last night that Kalani Sitake had a handshake agreement with Penn State, and then the crumble cookie guy came in.
He is. He said that he had to insert himself into this. He's like, we can't lose great people.
This is why I love this sport. I love America. We have, competing. On one hand, you had Ole Miss lose their coach because our guy Todd Graves, chicken finger mogul, got probably wrote a big check, and now you have at BYU the crumble cookie guy. So it's that's my music. I got to get in here.
This is what he said. Some people are not replaceable. Sounds like it is time for me to get off the sidelines and get to work.
It's great. This is exactly what college football should be.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Penn State coaching search, I've got an update on their jet. Their jet had a flight that was scheduled to Columbus, Ohio, from State College, Pennsylvania. Brian Hartline. That flight got changed. It got diverted because too many people were talking about it. Now they've got a flight to Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh,
Mark Stoops.
Oh my God,
to Penn State.
Worst hire of all time.
Mark Stoops to Penn State. That's not going to happen. However, I did some more digging. You know who else lives in Lexington? Is Brian Hartline's brother, who's on that coaching staff.
So they're going to get
Brian Hartline's brother to Penn State.
Brian Hartline's brother might be getting picked up as a stop by that jet.
So they would both of them to Penn State?
Both of them to Penn State.
Hartline.
I'm saying Hartline maybe not out of it.
Okay.
Satake's a great coach.
Yeah.
I don't know
You should
anything
want
about
Satake.
nothing, but I would like them to have some coach. Also, has anyone ever extended the
I would
interim?
like them to have some coach.
Have
Yes.
they ever extended
it
the interim?
happens all the time.
So we just do one more year of interim?
I mean, that's how Coach O became the coach at LSU.
Sharon Moore.
That's how Pete Golding is the coach at Ole Miss. I mean, I guess he was kind of made permanent right away. But yeah, that can absolutely happen. You can play your way into it.
I'm saying but I want him to keep the interim.
Oh, you want to keep him
tag.
interim for
Yes.
the entire year?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think that's ever happened, but I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Are you expecting the next year's coaching availability is going to be better than this season's?
It can't be worse. Every school had an opening this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true.
A lot of very good openings.
James Madison.
Yeah, Bob Chesney going to UCLA.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. He got paid like $8 million, and now the sales pitch is pretty clear for JMU. It's like, do you want to work for 2 years?
Yeah.
And then 10x your salary and get
Future earnings.
and get one of the highest paying jobs in the entire country. That's a pretty good sales pitch. The guy that I would like our offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator if they don't go to UCLA. But the guy from Navy, Cronic. Mm-hmm. I want Cronic.
Okay.
In Harrisonburg. I know that he played receiver there a while ago. I don't know if he's interested in leaving Navy, but I'm just sure that it's an attractive opening.
Yeah.
It sucks being a stepping stone, but
yeah,
I live in reality, and I want to be the best stepping stone there is.
Okay, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. It is brought to you by our friends at Twisted Tea. It's officially holiday season, whether you're stocking up for holiday parties, hitting the hometown bars, or need a last-minute gift for that one aunt you haven't seen since last Christmas. Twisted Tea is the way to go. Yeah, it's refreshing, made with real brewed iced tea, and a 5% kick that keeps you going all day long. Plus, with no carbonation, you can drink it all and still have room to go for seconds. That's a big key. Listen, we like to eat this time of year. No carbonation is huge. Trust me when I say it's the go-to for whatever you've got planned over the next couple of weeks. Hitting the mountains, how do you say
Après ski.
Après ski rhymes with tea for a reason. Oh, that was stupid of me. I should have just read further on in the sentence.
Wait, did you know how to pronounce the word ski?
No, I did. No, it's après rhymes with...
Après ski rhymes with tea.
Yeah, après ski rhymes with tea. Yeah, ski rhymes with tea. I got it. Trying to stay warm at a late season tailgate. As you can tell, I'm not a big skier.
It's also...
I've never appraised skied.
It's the morning, and we live on a no naps policy.
That is true. I did wake up Barstool this morning. Keep the teas cold so you aren't. So make sure to look for those yellow cans wherever you buy beer and give yourself the gift of Twisted Tea this season. I love the original and the peach. If he likes a half and half, Twisted Tea is the best. Hank, your hot seat, cool throne.
My hot seat is Lando Norris.
Okay, wow. Do you remember F1?
F1, yeah. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, do you remember F1?
I stopped watching probably 2 years ago. I was locked in the first 3 seasons of the Drive to Survive, and then at one point I was following the season kind of week by week. Watching the races never really did it for me. But, I still follow some accounts, and this season it's been down to the wire.
Once Danny Ricciardo got out,
yeah,
I lost interest.
This is an all-time season.
I lost interest after I finished the first iteration of whatever was Drive to Survive.
First 2 or 3 seasons were good. It's just watching the races. Car racing is just never kind of like soccer. It's just never clicked for me.
Mm-hmm. I suspect that the same people that pushed F1 on America are the same
it's
people
huge. It is massive.
That,
like every Instagram post is like millions and millions. It's like soccer where it's like, globally massive.
It's international, but I feel like it was pushed on us by people that ran a bunch of media companies that saw F1 being like the next big thing.
We were complicit.
It's like, well, I bowed out after about a week.
Yeah, but I actually enjoyed doing the interviews.
The interviews are fun. Yeah,
interviewing race car drivers is kind of fun. When we do an entire year of podcasts, like doing a couple is fun. But I couldn't watch.
This is just a good sports story.
Yeah. Okay. Give it to us.
Lando Norris.
Oh, by the way, can I interrupt you for a sec? What's the Denny Hamlin thing? Why are they in court?
Couldn't tell you.
Zach, search it right now. Find it. I saw Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin are in court. And then,
against each other?
No. They're on the same team.
I thought they were friends, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know why they're in court. I need someone to explain that to me. Go ahead, Hank.
Lando Norris had a massive lead. He was up 100 points at one point in the season. Verstappen was he was like the Chiefs. He was more or less eliminated. He's had an all-time comeback. Finished first this week. Lando Norris had a chance to, if he finished ahead of Verstappen, he would have clinched the title with 1 race to go. Finished third. Verstappen finished first. Has made a crazy comeback. He's 12 points back with 1 race to go, which basically is a one race.
I might
finale.
Watch.
Yeah.
When is this?
Probably Sunday morning, I think.
Where?
I don't know.
Push.
Abu Dhabi?
I think it was just in Abu Dhabi.
So it's got to be somewhere also out there. I'm in.
It's literally like, the one person you don't want behind you.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi.
Oh, it is in Abu
Look at
Dhabi.
me. I'm a race head. Yeah, the part of the reason why I stopped watching is that every single race was just Verstappen won.
And he dominated seasons where it's like he won wire to wire.
Yeah, right.
This season he had a worse car, which that part I never understand. It's like McLaren has the best car. He does not have a good car. He had a really, really bad start to the year, and he basically was in a spot where he has to like win out, and he somehow has a chance to finish it off this Sunday.
Why did he start driving a worse car?
Because they do.
It's regulations.
From what I understand, is
and
every 3 years they let you basically reconfigure your car, and whoever like nails it, they have that car for a while. So like you get like one shot. Is that right, Memes? You get like one chance to perfect your car, and if it's perfect, you can't make like in-season drastic changes to your car.
I think so. And then they also make like certain things illegal that you can't do on certain cars. I think that affected was it McLaren.
And they do like all the testing, but then you could get into the season and be like, fuck, we have like a quarterback and wide receiver that just hate each other, and like we can't complete a pass.
Yeah, it was explained to us by the coach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just fighting the regulations. They're always trying to get an edge.
So wait, what has to happen in Abu Dhabi for the crazy result?
Probably Verstappen has to finish first,
yeah,
and Lando Norris has to finish outside the points, I believe. I don't know the points.
No, I think
we're working our way through this.
Can't Max Verstappen's teammates just like fuck up Lando Norris?
We only has one.
Can't he just be like, you shall not pass, Lando?
He could.
That's what I would do.
He could.
Oh, so no, he could finish first, and Lando has to finish third or higher.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if Lando finishes second, though,
he's fine.
Yeah.
then he's fine.
If he finishes third, he's fine.
Oh,
So
wait,
I'm
I thought you
saying
said third or higher.
No, he could finish
Third, second,
third
or
or
I thought you
higher.
meant like
No. Third
higher
or
than
higher.
three,
He's down 12
meaning
points,
4.
and he can't. Yeah. So if he finishes third, he's fine.
It'd be very funny if
But that's all-time sports pressure.
That's great
that's
sports pressure, Hank. I like this. I'm gonna not tune in, but I'm gonna.
You're gonna follow the result.
I'm going to.
You're gonna check on Sunday.
Someone tweet me on Sunday morning and remind me that it's happening, and then I might turn on the TV for a second.
If there was like a red zone for racing where it's just like the last lap, let me know when the last lap is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tune in at the end. But yeah, it seems like. Can you imagine if F1 had a like college football playoff style committee that after the season was over, they just like arbitrarily said what cars were the fastest?
That'd be cool.
And who got to advance?
I mean,
the
you
race?
talk about they got like Russian oligarchs. They got boosters on steroids.
It'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
People would be dying.
Yeah.
Zach, what are you gonna say, Max?
Memes has such a clip brain. He found the clip of the coach talking about this.
Oh, let's see names. So this is
on part of my
this
take.
is part of my
Yep.
take playing Pardon My Take. This is an exclusive report from Pardon My Take on an interview we've done that none of us could remember.
Except for Memes, because he has
Except for
absolute
Memes.
clip brain.
I love this when we break news to ourselves that we already broke news.
Which coach was this?
This was the Red Bull guy.
Christian Horner.
Oh yeah,
Christian
Christian
Horner.
Horner. Yeah.
Married to Spice Girl.
Jerry
Yes.
Hallwell. Yeah.
Yes. He got fired. Oh, I look fat.
Oh, that was
shirts.
That was the tits interview.
Those shirts are not good for me. I found that out after a couple interviews.
Cannons.
I was just fucking stuffed into that shirt.
Probably not great chairs either.
No. Okay. Point during the building of the car, you're like, we have something that no one else is going to have going forward.
Well, that's the thing. You just don't know.
Really?
And, last year was a big reset, new regulations. We turn up at the first test. Everybody's car looks a bit different, and the Mercedes look very different. And you think, wow, have we missed something dramatic here? And then, of course, 22 was an incredible year for us. And then we've just taken all those learnings and applied it into this car. And the car was a little bit heavy last year. We got the car on the weight limit and that kind of stuff, and just evolved the theme. And we've been surprised that the others haven't been closer to us so far, but feel that will come later in the year.
Okay, so yeah. By the way, I
It's
remember
like when
that.
they rolled out the Wildcat.
I remember that interview because it's similar to the Harbaugh. That was right before my daughter was born, so sympathy weight. I get a pass.
That was in
The Harbaugh interview when my son was born, my first all-time bad. Remember when we were at the golf club?
I'm just the weight part.
Yeah, when you get sympathy weight.
You weren't pregnant.
No, I know, but you get sympathy weight because you just like everyone kind of just gets weight. That's how it works. Sympathy weight.
How much weight? How much like per pregnancy?
20 to 30.
You ever heard the term dad bod?
Yeah. You get
Free
sympathy
dad bod?
weight. Dude.
Yeah,
You start eating.
That's what it means.
Everyone in the house is eating.
You're eating for 2.
Yeah, I was eating for 3. The whole family had to make sure I was strong. But yeah, no, there's heavy fluctuation. Okay, so where are we at?
I don't.
Denny Hamlin.
I got to be honest. don't really care who wins the F1 race unless something crazy happens. In which case, I'll think about it for like 30 seconds.
I'll be like, damn, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was wow.
Well,
Do
no
you
context.
want
Wow.
do you want the guy that's dominated and already won like 5 times to win again?
I want Lando.
Or do you want Lando to
I don't know.
I didn't like Verstappen.
Hey, could
that
you ever
much.
see yourself rooting for a franchise that just dominated and won all the time? And then when there was an upstart plucky team that was going against them, you would find yourself rooting against the underdog?
It's case by case because I don't like it when they go wire to wire, but I do like a story where it's like, everyone counted him out and he's come all the way back. Like
It's great sports.
that's big dog shit.
great sports. Zach, why is Denny Hamlin in court?
Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan have a stock car racing team together, 23XI.
Yep.
Okay.
They're in court over antitrust laws. I've been trying to figure out what an antitrust law is. It's not going the best, but what I can tell you is I think what I have the small conclusion I've come to is like it's about like NASCAR's making too much of the money.
Yeah.
They think it's like not the way they got it set up is like they're paying way too much up top.
Yeah.
They own the tracks. They won't let you do other races. They're limiting the cars to like one size fits all. They just want more money.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you guys are getting way too paid. We're paying out way too much.
Spider explained this to me a couple months ago, and it has a lot to do with NASCAR owning the tracks that all the NASCAR events are at. So they're saying it's a monopoly. There's no room for competition. If you're a track out there, you can't get you can't break that glass ceiling to be a big boy.
They say they're doing it for like the smaller race teams to like hopefully turn a profit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm on Denny Hamlin's side.
I'm all in.
I
for
am
it.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's MJ and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I don't know any of the facts. I'm just going to blindly say he should win in court.
Apparently, he was tearing up in court.
Yeah.
Getting real
Talking about his
emotional, talking
dad.
about the family and everything.
Yeah, he's talking about his dad. That's what I saw. That's what I saw this morning. Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Okay, you're cool, Tone?
My cool throwing us, I guess the viewers, the listeners, maybe probably be a disaster, but it'll be funny. Dickie V and Charles Barkley are calling a first 4 NCAA tournament.
Oh,
game.
hell
Yes.
yes.
I love it.
And a regular season game for ESPN.
Wait, who's the play-by-play?
I don't know.
That's the hardest job. It's got to be, what's his name? Pash, who used to do Bill Walton's.
Yeah, he's used to getting weird with it.
Like, you can't, that's just an insane, I'm so excited.
You need the straightest man to be the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
Jake Marsh. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Dave O'Brien.
Okay, I think he's good. He's like no offense, Dave, I think he's just,
Sounds like a
he's Syracuse
play-by-play guy.
play-by-play guy.
This is great. This is a perfect way to get everybody to watch the first 4.
Yeah, there's Dave O'Brien. Did he go to Syracuse? Tell me he went to Syracuse. Show us Syracuse. Syracuse.
All right.
They're also doing Kentucky, Indiana, December 13th.
Oh, so they're going to get a little,
Warm up.
warm up.
Hey,
Okay.
Hank, you don't know who this guy is? He does the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He is the lead play-by-play announcer for the New England Sports Network.
Nesson.
Okay.
Hank's locked in.
Not a regular season Red Sox guy. That's
He's
fine. That's fine.
Hank's staring at this.
I'm trying to think. When did he start with Nesson? Like,
You're gonna
Good
get
question.
cooked
Good question.
by Boston.
When did he
fans
start?
right
He's
now.
probably
he grew
pretty
up in
new.
Marshfield,
He
too.
probably just started. Scroll down. Let's see when he started with
no,
Nesson.
I know him now.
Come on.
Don't worry, it's just 2007.
Yeah.
No, Hank.
That's
No,
fine.
2015 was when he started doing I'm looking right now. 2015. Okay.
But you know what? For
Yeah, I mean, that's.
a guy like
No,
that-
2016. That was when he moved to New York.
Yeah.
a guy like that, he's almost like an umpire. It's almost better when you don't know their names sometimes.
Yeah. He is, like, I said Syracuse. They're all the same.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect replacement. Okay. What? Oh, see, yeah. It's the shirt and the sympathy weight. What is that?
Memes found the memes found the hardball.
I look like a late stage Razor Ramon with that hair too. What is going on?
This looks like when we had to pick each other's outfits for Grit Week.
Yeah.
No, I picked out myself.
I know.
Yeah, Big Cat, I gotta be honest with you.
Well, that was at a golf tournament.
This is a PFT outfit.
I gotta be honest with Big Cat. I've worn that exact same outfit probably like 50 times in my life.
I remember those shirts. I thought they looked good, and in hindsight, they were just like sausage cases.
That is straight out of my closet.
Okay.
It looks good.
PFT.
This is like the same shirt.
I know. It's the same brand. I listen, there's a reason why I wear black T-shirts now all the time. PFT, your hot seat, cool throw.
My hot seat is Juice Kiffin.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin's dog. Apparently, and this is according to the internet, Lane did not bring Juice Kiffin, his dog, with him to LSU. And the reason for that is Juice Kiffin might not have ever been Lane Kiffin's dog to begin with.
Dang.
It might have been a fake dog situation that they had. That he was an unofficial mascot of the university, and he belonged to a local kennel, but they put Kiffin's last name on the dog. And he acted like it was his dog. And it was never his dog to begin with. It's kind of crazy.
That is kind of
crazy.
But they get Juice Kiffin in the breakup.
They do get Juice Kiffin, but is Juice Kiffin going to change his last name? Is he going to be Juice Golden now?
Yeah, he'll get yelled at.
Yeah.
If he shows up, if Kiffin shows up.
He's got to pick sides. I mean, the way Herb Street defended Lane Kiffin has me wondering about Peter and if his dogs actually belong to him or if they're property of ESPN.
Uh-oh.
How deep does this go?
With
this mess? But yeah, I love all the messiness behind the breakups. The jilted fans being like, that wasn't even your fucking dog, dude. So yeah, it would have been funny if Lane Kiffin had just taken Juice with him.
Yeah.
He's been like, yeah, that's my dog.
I'm taking him.
Yeah. Does the dog come with a job? Is that one of the perks?
I think it has to. Yeah. The next coach of Ole Miss, Pete Golding, should be Juice Golding.
Juice Golding. I actually do believe that Mike the Tiger belonged to Coach O though when he was there.
Yeah. No,
I think that's a Louisiana law.
Also, Coach O might be back, which is going to be awesome.
He looks good.
And it just Lane's going to hire him.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I was wondering this. Coach O has one more payment from LSU, I think December 15th. If Lane hires him, let's say tomorrow, is there offset language that LSU
has to pay him half a month?
No, doesn't have to pay the rest of the buyout because he got a job at LSU?
Possibly. I could see Coach O going back to LSU.
I'm saying
100%.
No, I'm saying he almost he definitely is going to.
Is that actually confirmed?
No, but the way that Lane Kiffin was talking, I mean, Lane Kiffin was smart in his press conference. Instead of doing the Brian Kelly and trying to put on a Southern accent, he just invoked Coach O. It's like, I called O, and then he did the Southern accent copying O. But yeah, I think there's a high chance that he puts Coach O on his staff.
They can make anything work in Louisiana. They don't give a fuck. The governor of Louisiana.
Also, Scott Woodward, the guy who fired Coach O, is gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
So why not?
And gone unceremoniously.
And why wouldn't you want Coach O on the LSU staff?
You want him back.
It's also like a great, if you're an LSU fan, you want it because if Lane Kiffin decides to leave you, you have your interim.
I don't think Lane Kiffin would ever leave.
Nah.
This is the one destination for him. I think that there's been a lot of reporting over the last couple of weeks that was dismissed as fake news that now I'm going back at and looking at and believing all of it. There was a report that the governor of Louisiana, 2 weeks ago, had a 2-hour-long meeting with Lane Kiffin. And then that report was denied.
Mm-hmm.
I think the governor actually sealed the deal for Lane. I think that's how deep the LSU ties go in Louisiana, where the governor was actually leading the entire coaching search.
Yeah, and also did you see there was a report that part of the reason why he picked LSU was he had a meeting with the AD of Florida, and apparently the Florida AD gave Lane Kiffin weird vibes, which is very funny because Lane Kiffin, again, I like him. I think he's great for the sport. He's been on the show a couple times. Lane Kiffin also does do weird vibes. So They just did weird vibes off.
You know what? They just didn't vibe.
Yeah.
They just didn't vibe. And then there's another report that Lane Kiffin now is going to get postseason bonuses.
Yes.
For how Ole Miss does in the playoffs. So
yes.
because he left before the end of the season, he had bonuses in his contract. I think it was like $250,000 if they made the playoff.
Yep.
Up to, I forget, was it $2 million if they won?
He's basically getting a bonus bet on LSU money line or Ole Miss money line.
Ole Miss money line. Lane Kiffin might even hit up some of the coaches at Ole Miss and just like give them some ideas for how to win the game. He's like, listen, man, I'm tied into this too. Please win for me.
Yeah.
He also looks tanner.
He looks way tanner.
I feel like there was maybe a tanning bed on that jet that he took down to Baton Rouge.
He looks skinny.
He does.
He did. The other thing that's happening is the story about how Lane Kiffin got his start in coaching has gone reviral. Do you remember that story? The David Carr. So Lane Kiffin was a backup at Fresno, and David Carr was a starter. And Lane Kiffin came out for practice one day, and he didn't have anything like on. Like he had like shorts on, and he wasn't ready to practice. And the coach was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, you're not going to give me any snaps, so I'm not going to be like dressed to practice." Mm-hmm. And he kicked him off the field. And then when he went back into the locker room, the coach called Monty Kiffin, and Monty Kiffin, Lane's dad, was like, "You're not quitting." And Lane was like, "Fine, I guess I'll just coach," and just put on a polo and came back out on practice. And that was it. That was the start of his coaching career.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's like, Monty Kiffin's like, "You're not quitting the team." He's like, "Well, I guess I'll just coach."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Boom.
Good way to start.
Yeah.
My cool throne is Philly fans. Max, accountability on the cool throne. Philly fans obviously not happy with the performance of Kevin Patullo.
Disavow.
They egged his house. They egged Kevin Patullo's house to show their displeasure. They went. I mean, at least it's not batteries, right?
Nah, that's fucked up. I don't like when you can talk as much shit as you want, at the field and in the tailgate, online, but it shouldn't get to the family home. It can't get to the family home.
Not to the family home. Do you have any suspects?
Probably the guys I was sitting at in my section.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got any names?
I got no names.
Listen, Diana Rossini said this morning on Wake Up Barstool that Philly has very smart football fans.
Named me personally. Named me personally.
And that's why you boo.
Yep. Because we know.
You know.
Yeah, we know.
You know.
It should stop at the booze, though.
No eggs.
It should stop at it can stay on the sports talk radio. It can stay at the stadium. It can stay on Twitter. You can't go to the home.
What about booing if you see him on the street?
Depends where, like walking in the neighborhood. Walking in the neighborhood, no, but like walking to the stadium, yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Walking to the stadium.
So like on Eagles property.
Yeah, on Eagles property. So, okay.
If he's wearing Eagles gear.
I'm still gonna say no. Like you can't. Like,
okay.
What about appropriate distance?
Family
Family's
time.
off limits.
Yeah, family's off limits.
What if he's walking into the stadium and he's got his kids with him?
Don't bring your kids to the stadium. Don't bring your.
Oh, that's so he has
so
to.
Saying it's on him. He should have known better.
What's the proper distance to boo him in person?
You got to be at the stadium.
No, but like, say you see him walking in South Philly. Are we keeping 10 feet? I think you got to keep like 10, 15 feet to boo. Because you don't want to be right
No, you don't want to get in
his
his face. No, longer than... I'm trying to... Unless it's like in passing, like you're passing
walking one way, he's walking,
and then it's like... And you just boo, keep it going.
Or you just hit him with like out of the side of your mouth, like, boo. Just a quick... Hey, coach. Boo.
Nah, no boo. No, boo's got to stay at the stadium. Boo's got to stay at the stadium.
What about
if he's walking into the stadium? If he's walking into the stadium, it's okay.
What if you see him at the supermarket?
No booze at the supermarket.
No booze, but can you walk past him and just do a thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
One thumbs down.
The thumbs down is really good.
What if you're driving? What if you're driving through Philadelphia and you pull up to a red light and you look to your right and you just see that he happens to be stopped right to your right?
Is there dice in your mirror?
And his windows down.
No, you got to have the ball. If you have the ball sack coming off the back of the pickup truck.
Okay, if you have truck nuts, then
truck nuts, then that's just expected.
Do you have any questions regarding the security around Kevin Patullo, Hank?
No, I think he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Private life's got to be private. Private life.
Do you think that there's any way that they could protect him?
I mean, the people that threw those eggs are probably going to end up at the bottom of a river, but that's just, they should know that.
Just this problem can be solved with a lawn chair and Big Dom. Just sitting in the front yard.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
It will
be taken care of.
It will be taken care of. Yeah, no, don't do that though. It's bad.
Don't throw eggs.
Bad.
Don't go to people's houses.
Don't go to people's houses. It's the
kind of weird.
Like because when we say don't throw eggs, that means that we're not or we're kind of implying like, oh yeah, it's okay to drive. But don't go to his house. Don't go. You shouldn't know where your coaches live. You shouldn't. Yeah. That means you actively looked for it.
How did that get out?
Yeah, and also you were looking for it.
And that means it's probably somebody in the neighborhood. I would imagine they live in a nice house in Philly.
Yeah.
So it's a neighbor that probably also owns a nice house. Like a millionaire in Philadelphia went to the store, bought eggs, and then went to Kevin Patullo's house to egg it.
You're looking up the Don LaGreca rant? One of my favorites of all time. Boo him at the mall. What was it? Evan Neal said that the flip. Play just a little bit of it. It's so good. Boo him everywhere.
Do we know where AJ Brown was at this time?
All right, here's the Don LaGreca from a couple of years ago talking about Evan Neal after he made fun of the fans.
Flip hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'd cut his ass. I would. How dare you? How dare you? These people pay your salary. They pay an obnoxious amount of money to park, an obnoxious amount of money for PSLs to sit there and watch this pap, and you call them hamburger flippers? What, you're so much better? I'd rather have a guy that's flipping hamburgers block than your piece of garbage ass. Who the hell are you to talk to fans like that? You piece of garbage. I hate when players do that. You're not above us. What, because you happen to play a sport? You make them, you're better than me? You're better than the people that pay your salary? These Giant fans were here before you, and they'll be here after your sorry ass is cut. What a piece of human trash. And I don't want to hear some apology. I don't want to hear, I was taken out of context. I don't want to hear, done. I would cut his fat ass. If I'm John Mara, I call him into the office and say, I would. You were a first-round pick, but you're not worth anything.
There's a different
you don't
one?
talk to our fans that way. You don't talk to me that way. You are out of a job. You should boo him. If you see him in the mall in Willowbrook, boo his ass. If you see him in the DMV, boo him. Don't stop booing him. If he goes to the Pro Bowl, boo him. If he wins a Super Bowl, boo his sorry ass.
If he goes to the mall in Willowbrook, boo him.
Yeah, Patullo hasn't said anything like that about the fans.
No, that's what it's got to. We got to keep it professional. We got to keep it professional
about job performance.
It's got to be a final statement. It's only at the link. Maybe the NovaCare, the practice complex, but that's it. It's got to be on Eagles grounds for booing. You can't. No personal boos. No personal boos. It's family. It's family stuff.
All right, cool, Tron.
I think that was my accountability.
Yeah. Okay, my hot seat is Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, because I actually think that this might be it.
I don't know who's going to break up with who, though.
I don't know.
The Rooneys don't feel like breaking up with coaches ever. They've had 3 coaches since like Vietnam.
Yeah.
And Mike Tomlin, he can't be happy. Like the last 10 years, no playoff wins.
Yeah.
Tomlin's probably not happy with the situation either. He doesn't seem to be trying to do anything different to change it.
And it's just the same. It's the same thing in every single year. So I saw this stat from Ben Solik. He said the Steelers haven't completed a downfield pass in 36 days. They're 0 for 13, 3 interceptions last 5 games combined on 20-plus air yard passes. They just can't. Their whole offense stinks. Their defense is the most expensive, and it stinks. I think you just have to get rid of them.
It was. I don't think they completed a pass over 20 air yards in the entire month of November.
Yeah, it's 36 days.
And Jameis at one point had, I think, 4 of those passes in a single game.
Yeah,
and the offense is completely broken. Tomlin is not having fun. The fans aren't having fun. That's why I'm saying I do think that I think the Mariners could be convinced to they crave the silent authoritative leadership and stability of 9 and 8 seasons in New York. I could see the Giants trying to get it.
Rex Ryan was saying on Get Up that he would get a job in 2 seconds. I don't know if he would anymore. I think he would get another job. I think he might have to take a year off.
if it was this,
it's been that bad where it's just the same football over and over and over and over, and they don't change anything. And TJ Watt said it. I think the Bills ran the same play 27 times on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
But it feels like this is finally, because we've been in this spot before where people will have murmurs about Mike Tomlin. And I guess, you should probably just bet the Steelers this weekend because this is when he wins.
And if he beats the Ravens, then everybody, like the ownership's going to be happy.
Yeah.
If they make the playoffs, the ownership's going to be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be. I don't even know who should break up with who at this point.
No, I don't either.
I think he should just stop coming to work after the season's over.
Yeah.
Just be like, we both know that it's time.
And then my cool throne is LeBron, because congratulations to LeBron. He kept his streak alive of scoring 10 games, which is a totally made-up streak that he cares a lot about, because he scored his 10th point when they were down like 22 to the Suns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what he had,
and then subbed himself out immediately.
Yeah.
He had 4 points in the first half, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the streak does not count postseason games, because if it did, Jordan would have the streak, but whatever. It counts only regular season, because LeBron did score 8 points against them. Can we just admit that LeBron's in his stat padding time? Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's not. I'm not trying to be a hater. I am a hater, but I'm not trying to be a hater in this moment. It's okay to just be like, when everyone says longevity and all this stuff, he's just stat padding like the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And probably next season.
Yeah. Luka
He's trying to golf. He's moved on from basketball.
Golf?
Yeah, he's gonna golf.
He is. Like that's the first sign.
But being like,
You're on
I
your
have
way
to
out.
score 10 points every game is like, I don't know. It's weird.
So if you get really into golf while you're still working at your current job, that's the first sign that you're checked out.
Yeah, big time.
No naps.
No naps.
No naps. No naps.
No, I would say that if you get really into watching golf on YouTube,
Yeah.
he's probably checking his phone like during games.
Yeah.
Like let's see what the Bob Does guys are up to this week.
Oh, Bob Dubs is playing Max Homa again? This is fucking sick. I actually am excited for that. No, Bob did tweet out that he has, like, they're doing a John Rahm and a Max Homa this week, so LeBron probably excited. This is actually, I'm speaking from actual facts. I am excited for those. I bet you LeBron is too.
So LeBron's going to watch Max Homa play golf.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure on Max Homa. Mm-hmm. Max, we miss you. I do miss having Max on the show. We should get him back.
We should have him on. Dude, I hit him up. He texted me on Sunday.
Yeah,
about the Bears. Or no, Friday about the Bears.
I heard
Talked
from
to him for a
him
while.
last week as well.
We should try to do a video with him.
Let's do it
when we're gonna be in Scottsdale. I don't have to twist your arm. Zach, hot seat, cool throne.
My hot seat this week. I'm gonna try to moving forward not bring this up anymore. But I would just like to say a lot of the blob doubters need to understand that we're in trouble. Have you guys seen what's going on?
I'm not doubting anymore. You're right. The
lot of
blob is
doubters.
gonna fuck us up. It's gonna fuck up the whole country.
Yeah, Big Cat. We are. Earth could be finished. We could be done.
I saw it, but I actually does anyone else do this where if it's gonna be a bad winter, I saw like these models and people saying that I think the Northeast and the South is getting some snow and like having as long as everyone's in it together.
Texas is getting snow.
I'm good. I'm good with it.
Tallahassee,
like,
Panhandle, snow. Get ready.
If you can't pick a spot on the map that outside of Southern California that's good, it's like, all right, fine. It all sucks for everyone.
Is the blob here?
The blob.
Are we currently in the blob?
Blob's here to stay. I think the blob is going to continue to be a fixture of our lives. 500 flights canceled recently. We're at 10 inches of snow for the year. We're at like 17 inches of snow for the entire last year.
Yeah. Last year was easy.
We're already at 10.
Last year was easy. But guess what? Here's how you got to think about
winter.
it. This one's going to suck.
Listen.
But then comparatively, next year's going to be a breeze.
There's a world the blob never goes away.
Oh, my God.
So permanently.
Now I'm out. Now you're being a little dramatic.
I feel bad for Zach,
walk
obviously,
that back.
because it is his first winter. But I also think it's like if it was last winter, Zach would have been like, winter sucks.
Yeah, but winter was easy last winter.
No.
It's still winter.
Yeah,
These
it
are
was.
unprecedented
There was that like
circumstances.
2-week stretch. December was easy, and there was no snow.
Winter's
And
winter.
it was money by St. Patrick's Day last year.
So, Zach, what I'm saying is this actually is a good you gotta think about the optimistic view of this. This is actually a great thing for you because this is your first winter of your entire life. It's gonna be bad, but then every winter after that's gonna be easy.
Unless the blob never goes away.
So
away.
wait,
which I didn't say,
the warm blob right now is over the Pacific?
yeah, and then
So
it pushes.
So Pacific is having like a permanent summer right now.
I think it's pushing the cold air down.
We don't. I don't know. You can't. Let's not make.
We can't even do time
Let's
zones.
not make assumptions.
There's a warm,
We're doing weather patterns.
There's a warm blob that's like just posted up over Hawaii.
It took us 20 minutes to get to the bottom of an F1 race. Now we're gonna do.
We can't do meteorology on this show. This is not a meteorologist show.
If I had to take an educated guess, it's not educated. I think there's probably warm air sitting over the Pacific that then pushes the cold air from Canada further down.
That was a greatly educated guess. I think
Is
that's
that
like,
right?
I think that's like pretty close to what
Okay.
the Blob's got going on.
Yeah.
I do want to say you're right. I was being dramatic there. Blob will go away, but it's sinking its toes right now.
Listen, you got video games.
We got the game, but I'm just thinking like outages. Like
You
the
didn't-
amount of snow.
But
I
the
think,
other thing is, you didn't. I actually am not going to hear any complaints from you because I'm remembering now that in the summer on Sundays when we'd come in and I'd ask what you did this weekend, and I would ask if you had gone outside, you'd say no.
Oh, I'm talking safety.
Your
I'm not
life is
talking-
not changing at all.
You're kind of built for the blob.
Yeah. You would not, like, I remember specifically, like, a beautiful 80-degree weekend in August, and I was like, holy shit, what perfect weather. And you were like, yeah, I didn't go outside.
Those are 100% facts, and I'm not going to dispute that. I'm speaking from more of a safety point POV.
We'll be safe.
You're going to be safe.
You'll
You're
be
going to
safe.
be safe.
I'm just looking out for
You're
the
going to be
people.
outside for a total of like 20 minutes
But-
in like December and January combined.
Does
Which,
this also mean
again,
that the
is no
blob
different
is
than
gonna
July.
stick around longer? Is this going to be an extended?
What was that?
Is this going to be like an extended blob situation? Like, is the winter going to be longer or just worse?
I think it's just going to be colder and more snow. I don't mind the snow.
It feels like as if the seasons keep getting pushed back a little bit. You know how like we crept into winter later. So I
No,
think
because
on
we
the
got
back end-
snow in November.
We had a great fall, though.
Yeah,
Incredible
really good.
fall.
What if Hank's never able to play golf again and he's just really good left-handed and he can never play on a course?
Damn.
We'll be back.
How's left summer going?
Day 2, it's going okay.
How was day one?
It was all right. It's grind. Just trying to build on the fundamentals. Find something consistent.
You didn't take a single swing ready?
Nope.
All right, you're cool, Tron?
My cool thing this week is going to be Playboy Cardi. He's the latest person to receive a Fortnite icon skin because we got Chapter 7 Season 1 dropping. You guys see any clips from Chapter 7 Season 1?
No battle bus.
Have
Whoa.
not.
Battle Bus go. You can drive
I
the
don't know what we're
reboot
talking
vans.
about now.
Battle bus blew up.
Tomato Town back.
Don't know any of these
Surf
words.
back.
Surfing in. You just surf in. No more battle bus.
Tilted.
Good question.
Not
Zach.
back.
Out.
Don't understand anything that's happening right now.
Nope.
And I'm kind of scared.
I never
Nope.
played Fortnite, but like if Tilted's not
Oh,
in,
Fortnite
I'm
was-
definitely not playing.
College Fortnite was elite.
Get nice icon skins. Just you get to represent your IRL self in game self.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Zach's gonna shoot.
I think you guys would make great icon skins.
You guys had icon skins in college football,
Right.
didn't they?
you did.
Yeah.
Right. So this is Fortnite. Fortnite is the game where you compete and one person wins.
Battle Royale.
Depends if you're doing duos or squads, then your team wins.
You got to think about duos.
Who's the best here at
Is
Fortnite?
the gold scar back?
I would assume Zach.
Oh, we can't make any assumptions. I can't. No.
When was the last time you played?
I'm
Fortnite?
not. I never claim to be good at any games.
What's
What
your
was last
I
KD?
just play a lot of games.
What's your KD?
I don't check KD right now because we're camo grinding.
Okay.
Right, gotcha.
Got it.
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay, let's get to our interview with Brandon Walker. We're going to talk all things college football, playoff, coaching carousel, everything. Before we do that, a couple ads.
Before we get to Brandon Walker, he's brought to you by Chevy. Football season's here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready. That is the Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner of Part of My Take. It's our favorite truck. It's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards, or you can head to chevy.com. Learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. It's the best truck in the world. It's the official truck of Pardon My Take, the official truck of grit, the Chevy Silverado. Build yours today at chevy.com. Brandon Walker is also brought to you by Uber Eats. Reminding fans that if football coincidentally makes you hungry, you can get game day deals on wings, burgers, beer, chips, and more, all season long, all on Uber Eats. You'll love being able to get all your personal favorite game day foods delivered on Uber Eats so that you never miss a play. Uber Eats has deals on your favorite game day restaurants and groceries all season long. When football makes you hungry, get game day meals and deals all season long, only on Uber Eats. You know what we're going to get this Sunday? I think we should get some wings. I love chicken wings. I love burgers. Let's get wings and burgers this weekend on Uber Eats. Check them out, Uber Eats. And now here's Brandon Walker.
Okay, we now welcome on a very, very, very special guest. He is our college football expert for like 3 more weeks.
Well,
yeah,
but I don't know that you really took last year's result and did anything with it. So.
Yeah, you were the college football expert. We've said it many times.
You only used me one time after that.
No.
So you didn't even really use me.
This doesn't count?
This is the second time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
By myself, this is the second time.
So Brandon Walker's here. He's
we
our
had
college
you on the
football
couch
expert.
with Tom Fornelli when you were the reigning champion.
But I won the award, and the next time I was on the show, he was still here.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't seem like an award at all.
Well,
I thought that you would want to gloat, and to show him dominance face to face.
Probably your last time because you are going to lose this year.
I'm going to lose this year,
and
which shows you what a messed up year it was in college football.
Well, not really. None of you picked. You went 12 deep.
Yeah, none of us picked Indiana.
It was the current 2 seed. You also are going to lose it because you gave a guarantee over this past week, and it turned to be wrong. Okay. So you guaranteed that Lane Kiffin was going to stay at Ole Miss. How did Brandon Walker get this so wrong?
This is tough. You didn't tell me you were going to do this.
Yeah, I did not tell you I was going to do this. I did not tell you.
My credibility means a lot to me in the college football space, and I believe from the sources that I was hearing was Lane Kiffin loved Oxford, and he thought it was the best place on earth, and he would never leave anywhere. Because Lane Kiffin himself said, I'm not going anywhere just for the money, and it turns out he went somewhere that gave him the biggest offer of money. And I felt in my heart that he was going to stay in Oxford. I think college football would have been better if he stayed at Ole Miss because that's just such a great place. And I am heartbroken that he decided to leave those douchebags.
Yeah.
Brandon, a quick follow-up here.
Hi.
You said, PFT commenter, part of my Take podcast.
Sure.
You said that he didn't leave for the money, but then he actually did leave for the money. I heard Lane Kiffin say in his press conference yesterday at LSU that he actually didn't know how much the schools were offering him. He told his agent, Jimmy Sexton, this is not about the money.
Yeah.
It was like a blind mystery box. It was like deal or no deal.
Yeah.
And he had no idea if they were even going to pay him.
So at this point, why are we holding Lane Kiffin press conferences? Who's believing a word he says?
Okay,
Who's believing a word this guy says when it comes to? He said, "I'm not leaving for the money." Immediately left for the money. He says, "My heart's here." He said, "This is my dog. It's not his dog." Like everything he said ended up being wrong.
We already talked about the dog earlier in the show, so we're not going to talk.
The
about
dog
the
thing
dog
is the
anymore.
most important thing in college football right now.
No,
it wasn't his dog. Guys.
It's not his dog. But all right, so here's my question for you. We're actually looking at the updated standings, and Brandon only has Texas, Notre Dame, who both might not get in, and Oregon.
Oregon's going to be in.
Oregon will be in. And you got I think you're mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, so
how did you get this so wrong?
Can I have the leftover teams? And I would still. I think if I took all the leftover teams that aren't listed,
I'll give you Indiana.
I think I
still
still would
competitive.
lose.
No, Max.
And Tom. And here's the thing. Tom is blowing me out. Tom didn't do good either.
No, he did.
He did way much better.
Ohio
than me.
State.
He got
Georgia,
4.
He got Tulane.
Texas
I think Alabama could.
Texas Tech with the last pick.
Bama could be green, right?
Bama could be green. Miami could be green.
Yeah, like he might do okay.
Okay, so
and Tulane, like he's actually. Is that Tulane?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brandon, I want to talk about the college football playoff, but before we do that, I want to talk about Lane for a couple more seconds here.
Sure.
Do you like Lane Kiffin? Because I love Lane Kiffin, and here's why I love Lane Kiffin. He's Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Nothing that he does, like when people are shocked by Lane Kiffin, it's like, well, dude, he's Lane Kiffin. He's been the same guy his entire career.
Yeah.
How anyone, like even this morning I was on Wake Up Barstool, and I asked T-Bob the simple question: Do you think that Lane Kiffin found his forever home?
Oh, he loves
and
it,
he does. And I'm like, you're a moron.
He's an idiot.
You're like, Lane Kiffin will be at LSU. Lane Kiffin's a really good coach. He might win a national title. He'll leave.
Right. He's going to leave for the Dolphins job or the Bills job.
Right.
He's going to leave for an NFL job in 4 years.
And it's going to be hilarious when he does.
4 years. Of the top 10 exits, most incredible exits in college football history, Lane Kiffin's got 3 of them.
Yeah.
He's got the tarmac.
Yep.
He's got, well, I know this is NFL. He's got the PowerPoint presentation with Al Davis. He's got
Knoxville riots.
He's got the Knoxville riots, and now he has stringing Ole Miss along for weeks and weeks and weeks, saying all these things, and then is immediately going to LSU and trying to hold his team hostage.
And LSU and Ole Miss are rivals.
They're rivals, yeah. They're secondary rivals.
They hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other. They're secondary rivals for Ole Miss, but they are rivals. Yeah,
I've heard that some Ole Miss fans hate LSU more than the Mississippi
Well, they're lying.
State.
They're lying.
Okay. That's what I heard.
You can't believe an Ole Miss fan at all. They're lying pieces of shit. They lie all the time. They're a fake university. They fake the dog.
That's what I heard.
I think
I heard some Ole Miss fans hate LSU.
They're lying to try to make themselves look superior.
No, after all this happens, you better believe that's the rivalry.
Yeah. Now it's a big time rivalry. Yeah, now it's even bigger than it was. It is gigantic.
So who is your rival? Because you don't have one.
Ours is Ole Miss. Don't do this shit. Don't do this dumb shit. All
right, but Lane Kiffin. So you kind of like him. If he wasn't coaching at Ole Miss, I think you'd kind of like him because my whole thesis with Lane Kiffin is guys like this make sports, especially college football, more entertaining.
So there it is. It's the college. This is the most college football thing of all time. We love it too much. We're too passionate about it. We believe when a coach comes to our school and wins, he not only is winning for our school, he loves our school.
Right.
He is now home. We're his family, and we're going to embrace his family like our own, and we're going to do all these things. He's just a guy doing a job.
Yeah.
That's what he is. And he just took – all he did was take another job.
Right.
And he took what he considered a better job. But it is absolute knife-in-the-heart betrayal to Ole Miss fans that this family member, this man that we have worshipped for 6 years, would turn his back on us. The man just took a better job. And to your question, do I like Lane Kiffin? I like what he just did to Ole Miss. And I think college football is a better place when you have wild cards like Lane Kiffin. And I think he is a top – probably 5 coach in this country.
Yep.
I think he's an elite coach. I don't know if he's an elite human being, but that's what makes him even more appealing.
Yeah, I mean, that's so subjective.
None of these guys are.
You've got to be an asshole to win at the highest level.
Who's an elite human being? It's like when you have a
Who cares if they are?
Like a professional athlete or a high-level coach, they should not have any perspective whatsoever. They're psychopaths.
Yeah.
They think about like 2 things. One is football, and sometimes the other is where the hose at.
So I've never had a texting relationship with Lane. I don't have his phone number or anything, but I've had to hide my DMs with him over the last few years where I would say, I would send him a little jab. He'd send me a little jab. He'd send me a scoreboard. He'd send me the SEC standings. But like, I do like that he exists. And I love that he absolutely made Ole Miss fans feel terrible.
But I'll also say, as much as I'm defending Lane Kiffin here, I have no problem with Ole Miss fans being as upset as they are because they feel like it's the fact that it's a playoff.
Here's
game.
the thing.
It's the playoff game.
And this guy, listen, shout out Ben Garrett for on 3. He had the exact right line. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. And when Ole Miss hired Lane Kiffin was Lane Kiffin then. And they knew Lane Kiffin was Lane Kiffin. For 6 years, they masked it and they covered it, and they had ESPN do these documentaries about how he's a changed man, how he loves Oxford, then he's changed, he's matured, and boom, they turn on him, or he turns on them, they turn on him, and it's all
But
out
it's the
there.
playoff game. Like, if they weren't in the playoffs, I think this would not have anywhere near the bad blood that it has.
I think it was always going to end poorly.
Poorly, but like if you're a fan of Ole Miss, like you have every right to be like, are you fucking serious? You have a chance to win a national title this year.
I think Lane knows he doesn't have a chance to win a national title, and that's why he's leaving. I think he knows he doesn't have a national title. If he thought he had a national title team, he would try to win it.
Do you think they should have let him coach the Egg Bowl? Because that was where, like, that's the only thing that Ole Miss screwed up in my mind is if Lane had said he was going to LSU a couple weeks ago, she'd be like, all right, go. See ya.
I am of the belief they knew 10 days ago.
Right.
10 days ago, they announced the day after the Egg Bowl, we're going to announce something on the future. They knew then. They chose to let him coach the Egg Bowl to make sure they get that win, to make sure whatever. And maybe they thought in that 10-day interim they could convince him to stay. But in that 10 days, Alex Golesh went off the market. John Summerall went off the market. All the other coaches they could have gotten.
Right.
And I know John Summerall and Alex Golesh would have taken that job.
Mincy was trying to get John Summerall.
And
he was working, and they emptied the clip.
All those guys, and they ended up having to hire their defensive coordinator, Pete Golden.
So what about the clause in the contract where Lane Kiffin is now getting paid his bonuses that Ole Miss would have paid them?
I think this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in college football.
It's gambling. It's free bets.
The LSU Tigers are going to pay Lane Kiffin $1 million if Ole Miss wins the national title. What a stupid fucking sport.
Yeah.
What a stupid sport. Can you imagine The Yankees hiring the Dodgers manager and saying if the Dodgers win the World Series, we're going to give you $1 million?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Do you think that Lane is going to be actively rooting for Ole Miss?
Yes.
No,
At least for a win?
I guess for the $1 million, maybe.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the totality of the situation. Yeah,
I think he's rooting for them to lose as soon as possible so he can go get his players.
I
think he's rooting for that season to end as quick as possible, and he's going to end the post game. Text messages are going to start lighting up in that locker room. That's what I think.
Is he allowed to post the Trinidad flag emoji, or is that tampering?
Trinidad's a country, is it not?
It is. Yeah.
He can support any country he wants.
Okay.
Why can't he support Trinidad and Tobago?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
thank you for remembering the Tobago.
I think he's just supporting the Trinidad part of it.
I'm not sure. I mean, he put the Trinidad flag out. That's seems like he's a man of the world, a worldly man.
You love Lane Kiffin.
All right, so
I love what Lane Kiffin has become. Lane Kiffin has become a means to an end for me, and it has been delicious.
Last Lane Kiffin question for me.
Yeah.
What is the bare minimum for the bar for success at LSU? Let's say the next 4 years.
I think it's a national title.
It has to be.
So they get to a national championship, don't win it, bust.
Yeah.
I think they got to win one.
With Brian Kelly, he never got past 9-3, 8-4. I think if he threw a 10-2 in there, he would probably still be safe. Maybe an 11-1.
Yeah.
But Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, a tougher job to win at, has won 10 games in a regular season 4 times. He's proven he can do it in the SEC. Brian Kelly had never proven he could do it in the SEC, and when he got here, there was such a clash of cultures, and he was just fighting from behind all the time. And frankly, the difference in him winning 9 and 10 games a couple of those years was he had to play Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss, and Lane got him.
Yeah.
Now Lane's going to be playing Pete Golding's Ole Miss. I think Lane's going to get them. So, I think he's going to raise the bar a little bit at LSU, but if in 4 years you haven't won a national title for a program that has won 3 national titles in the last 2 decades with 3 different coaches, frankly, only one of them probably as good as Lane, I think that's reasonable expectation.
So,
can I just real quick?
Yep.
I love Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, you do. I know you do.
He's great. Lane Kiffin's the fucking best.
He's a great story. So
he faked that dog though.
He did fake.
Well, the dog's
real.
exists.
The dog's real. It just never belonged to him.
Yeah.
But we already talked about it, so we can't talk about it anymore.
Taking the best story. Okay.
How big of a disaster?
Just handcuff me right now.
How big of a disaster is the Penn State coaching search right now?
It is a disaster. They were the first ones to the buffet line. They cut bait early on James Franklin. He went 11-1, 10-2, 11-1, 10-2 every single year. And the second he lost a couple of games he wasn't supposed to lose, they said, "Nope, we're Penn State. We're better than this." And now they watch LSU go hire Lane Kiffin. They watch all these SEC jobs open and fill in front of them. And Kurt Signetti, he's not trying to coach. Mike Elko's not coming. So now they're down, 15, 16, 20 coaches deep in this search.
Yeah.
And they've got nothing. Signing day's tomorrow.
That's
I don't
thing
think
is
just do the interim. Max had the best idea. Just hire Terry Smith?
Terry Smith, yep.
Terry Smith, hire him as the interim.
But that's a Band-Aid on a waterfall.
No. Hire him. Don't take the interim off.
And just go a full year
interim.
Full year interim.
Year and a half interim.
So you're
get first to the buffet next year.
Yeah, right.
So they didn't do anything with their buffet line this year. So what you're telling me
you're staying at the buffet. Because you have an interim.
If I had sat there in September and said, Penn State, you're firing James Franklin this weekend so that you may hire a new coach in 16 months,
I would have said, interim Terry.
You're at the buffet
Max,
line.
You never
leave.
Brandon,
Never leave the buffet line.
You've definitely done this move. You've gone to Bob Evans or to Golden Corral, and you've gone up to the buffet and you've had your plate, and you just eat off your plate while you're standing next to the buffet.
So I have done, not at a Bob Evans. I've only eaten at a Bob Evans once. It was in Lexington, Kentucky in 2014, and I thought Bob Evans was a nice restaurant. And I tried to call and make a reservation for it. I was like, I'm going to Lexington for the first time. Let me Google restaurants. I saw Bob Evans. I'm going to check it out. And then I got in there. I was like, okay, well, this is just a Shoney's with a different name.
Yeah.
I've pulled some tricks at buffet lines.
I always do that.
With the calendar the way it is.
I used to go to the Pizza Hut buffet every day after school for lunch.
Pizza buffet.
The best.
And I knew what time they would put pizzas out, usually about 11:01, something like that. If they didn't have it by 11:01, I'm standing at the buffet waiting for them.
My hometown growing up had a McDonald's breakfast buffet.
That's crazy.
You could go to. They had the hot cakes, the sausages, the eggs. They had the egg McMuffins that you could just get unlimited
My town had a
of.
KFC buffet.
That's pretty good.
Yes, pretty awesome.
The buffet move that PFT described is I've done that every single time I've ever been in a buffet.
Why wouldn't you?
You put the food on your plate and then you just eat off the plate as you go because you say to yourself, "Oh, I want a slice of pizza, but I really want the Chinese, so I'm going to eat the slice of pizza while I walk to the Chinese."
Well, let me ask you this because this is, I think, the fattest move I've ever pulled at a buffet. You go through the line, you make your plate. Casino buffets especially because you almost never know what's coming. You just keep going around.
Whoa. Rookie.
No, I'm not a rookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a rookie move.
Anyway, fine.
You know what's coming because
Fine,
you do an entire pass through.
But let me say,
where you have a little bit,
okay, so
but not a full plate.
This is my fat move. I go in, I see that. Good. Fill it up. Plate's full. I walk to the table, I put my plate down, I go back. Second plate.
Double plate, yeah.
Yeah, double plate.
What you're describing, you did your reconnaissance move
as
you're eating.
Yeah. I go literally plate in hand. Reconnaissance where I'm not filling up. I'm just taking pieces to eat, and then I go back.
I can't do that. The second I get into that buffet restaurant, I have to get to the buffet and start getting things on.
But I'm getting to the buffet.
No, but you're looking.
No. You're not. I'm looking and eating.
You're reconnaissance though.
I'm reconnaissance, but I'm also eating.
Okay.
I'm just not. I go my reconnaissance.
So you're taking eating.
I start at the front of the buffet, and I have a plate that's empty. And I will go through the entire buffet, and I'll start back at the front, and my plate will still be empty, but I've already eaten. Does that make sense?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already had like a half a plate.
You've had like 3 strips of bacon.
But as I walk.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
You've had some tater tots, all that stuff.
Correct. But there's nothing to show for it.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Disaster. They've got National Signing Day.
Yeah.
They don't have a coach.
Right. James Franklin's getting all their recruits.
He's getting all their recruits. Everyone's going down to Virginia Tech right now.
Yeah.
How bad of a sign is it for Texas A&M that Elko kicked the tires? That he thought about it?
I don't think. I think it's a terrific sign that he didn't go. Penn State to me is pretty easily a top 10 to 12 job nationally. I think it's the number 3 job in the Big Ten.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me who? Ohio State, Michigan, and what?
USC.
Argument could be made, and Oregon as
Oregon.
well.
Okay, Oregon as well.
But but it's in that conversation.
Yes.
You would agree it's in that conversation.
It's in the second tier of the Big Ten firmly.
If I'm Mike Elko and I really had no ties to Texas A&M before I know he'd been there before, but really no ties to A&M before he ever coached there, and I had Pennsylvania ties, which I believe that he does have. That's a conversation you have. If I'm A&M and my coach goes out, talks to Penn State, comes back and signs with me, I feel really good.
So he clearly just did it for the race. He was playing the game.
Listen, I think that in this crazy coaching carousel, every single year you're going to have a lot of conversations that are solely intended to get more money from the school you're at.
You did the same thing with Brazzers when your contract was up.
That's exactly what I did. Yes, that's the extent of my
Stuntcock 3.
That's the extent of my conversations with Brazzers.
You had a Brazzers background.
I did.
Some close
I have
ties.
some ties to Brazzers. Yeah. I was conceived on Brazzers.
Power user. Yeah.
All right. So Penn State's fucked. Everything else kind of settled a little bit. Let's talk about the playoff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the playoff. Because we're taping this in the afternoon. At the beginning of the show, you would have heard us react to the live rankings. I don't think there's going to be a lot of crazy things.
Tonight's a chessboard night.
Right. Are they going to move? All right, let's start in the back. Texas is out.
Yeah.
I actually have a take, and people will probably say this is wrong, but it's my take. Texas is bitching and moaning about this whole, like, Ohio State, if we didn't schedule Ohio State. Are we sure they would be in if they had scheduled no one? Because that Florida loss is – I know they have 3 very good wins.
I think they would be because they have the win over Oklahoma.
But that was also John Mateer coming back. Yeah, you're right.
They have the win over Oklahoma. They have the win over Vanderbilt. Like, they would be in conversation with teams they beat.
They would be right on the edge, though. They wouldn't be like a slam dunk. They lost to Florida. Florida was garbage.
I think Oklahoma is the team that probably has the best resume and is in the best spot right now of the at-large teams. And if Texas hadn't lost to Ohio State, they'd be ahead of Oklahoma. So they'd have the best spot.
I just know they take injuries into account, and Mateer was he could barely throw.
The thing about that injury is we say Mateer struggled because of injury. He struggled every game since then.
Don't say anything bad about John Mateer. I love
he just he has not been good since then.
I'm telling you, you're on thin ice, buddy, and you're heavy.
I'm
the heaviest I've ever been. You can't get out on thin ice.
I'm a smooth 282 right now.
You're gonna fall through.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm at least 280. I'm big right now.
Yeah, plus or minus Darnell Washington. You're kind of about his size.
I'm right at him, I think.
Yeah. No, he's 3'11".
Is he 3'11"?
He said he was 3'11".
That was before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm a little minus Darnell Washington, but he's
Listen, we're all heavy right now. It's December, right? So
it's a heavy time.
So let's start at the back of it, though. Notre Dame and Miami. I did a troll tweet on Sunday where I made my whole rankings based on good losses should matter more than good wins. Obviously, I was joking. I understand the game was played in August. I still think the games have to matter.
So I think it is the absolute perfect storm for this to be worst case scenario for Notre Dame, because they did spend the last 3 months just killing nobodies and killing USC.
And being a really good team.
Being a really good team, looking like a really good team. The quarterback's really good. The offense is really good. They look every bit like a really good team. And that's fine to, in the beginning of November, the end of October, to look at Miami and look at Notre Dame after Miami loses 2 games to unranked teams and say, oh, Notre Dame really looks better right now. I'm going to put them up. But now that we have a full picture, 12 games for every single team, the committee can look at 12 games for Miami, 12 games for Notre Dame. They're so even on the surface that when Miami has that one, the head-to-head, I don't know how the committee can reasonably look at the rest of college football and say, we looked at these 2 teams, one of them beat the other, we're choosing this one. I don't know how they can do it.
You can't do it. I think that they've started to realize that. You can see in their rankings how they come out week by
They're
week.
Squeezing them a little bit more.
They realize the train crash that they put themselves on.
Right.
Yeah, Miami kept on moving up without beating anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, this makes no sense.
Because they have to – you can't come back from that argument. When you're like, they played this game. We know that team won.
Let's be honest. On October 15th, if you're putting together a ranking system and everything, you're thinking, I just saw Miami lose to SMU, or I saw them lose to Louisville, so I'm going to really dock them. But as you get further and further away and you get more of a clear picture of what these teams have been the entire time, they squeeze back closer to Notre Dame.
Now, hypothetically speaking, though, if Notre Dame and Miami were to play a game, let's say in Coral Gables on Saturday, you'd take Notre Dame.
I wouldn't be shocked if Miami won, though. Yeah, yeah.
I would say I like doing the hypotheticals. We did it.
Yeah. I would start, but like, what the committee would be opening themselves up for, and they've got a couple of these situations, right? Like, they got 2 teams this week, Alabama and BYU, playing in conference championship games. Can you imagine a world where Alabama loses and stays in and BYU loses and does not?
So that to me is actually –
that's what they're going to have to decide.
That's the Armageddon scenario for the SEC, is you have a championship game.
Yeah.
And you could potentially end up punishing one of the teams for playing in and losing the championship game against a team that they already played earlier this season.
But that's –
so if you're Jimmy Sexton, the commissioner of the SEC – what would happen? What would happen if Alabama loses? They get knocked out. Does this just end championship games?
But I think BYU and Alabama are protecting each other.
No. But I disagree, because Alabama, you could just say, well, they beat Georgia at Georgia.
They have the wins.
Yeah, right. They didn't. BYU didn't beat Texas Tech, then lose the rematch.
Yeah.
If Alabama loses the rematch, you can be like, well, we can't. But if Texas Tech kills BYU, I understand. Like, the committee, I think, has a right to be like, they played the best team on their schedule twice, and they got killed twice.
But BYU does have the fact they're 11-1, not 10-2, like Alabama.
Yeah, mm-hmm. It's tough.
It's going to be. It would be an awkward conversation for the committee chair to come out of that meeting next week if both Alabama and BYU lose and say, "Yeah, Alabama, we think they're good enough to go. BYU, they're not." Unless they get killed by Texas Tech, which is very possible because Texas Tech is very good.
Yeah,
Texas Tech is very good. Do you think Texas Tech is good enough to win it all?
I would like to list the teams I think are good enough to win it all.
Because I'm asking this question maybe because I actually did make a bet on Texas Tech in September at 60-1.
That's pretty crazy.
Which,
how do you always end up with these bets?
I
never end up with these bets.
That one was just after the Utah game. I was like, this team is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I made that bet being like, I don't think they can win it all.
Yeah, but it's worth a shot.
But it's worth, especially because I have Ohio State futures, which are tied to other things. But either way, give us your teams that can win it all.
So setting aside the idea that Ohio State's just way better than everybody, I think Ohio State can win it all, obviously. Indiana, I'm going to pass on right now. I think Georgia probably – I said pass on. I'll come back in a minute. Georgia has the talent to win it all. Weirdly, I don't know if they get in. I think Notre Dame's probably good enough to win it all.
Yeah.
I don't think Alabama is. Alabama just has a little bit of soft mentality when they get in these tough games. I don't think they can. When they got in that tough game against Oklahoma, like Oklahoma's
can't run the ball.
Oklahoma's not good enough to win it all. Ole Miss is not good enough to win it all. Vanderbilt, if they were to get in, not good enough to win it all. Miami, not good enough to win it all. Texas Tech, yeah, I think I would say they are. And Indiana, I probably would say yes. But Indiana's got this thing. They love to bully up on teams they're better than. And when the talent advantage isn't in their favor, they struggle mightily like they did against Penn State.
Okay, so the one team that Indiana did beat that was shocking that I actually think could win it all. Oregon, Dante Moore is impressive, man. He just makes big throws. And they've got that speed.
He's impressive enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like they win at Iowa 18-16. He's impressive enough.
Well, that one doesn't count because that's when you play at Iowa,
fair.
Afternoon, night, late in the year. That's not football.
He also went 80 yards when he needed to and made some throws. I don't think Oregon can win it all.
Okay.
I don't see them putting together 4 great playoff games. The Indiana game was so damning to me. Like Indiana just kind of punked them in their own place.
They did. Mm-hmm. I think Indiana. I'm very interested in this Big Ten championship game. I wish it mattered.
Yeah,
it just sucks that the championship Saturday used to be awesome. It used to be like, oh my God, we have 7 games that we can just sink our teeth into. You have it perfectly scheduled. I'm gonna watch. But I don't care. Like, what does it matter who wins Ohio State, Indiana?
Let me ask this question. Okay, so I know that as far as playoff rankings go, the winner's going to be the 1 seed. The loser's probably going to be the 3 seed. If Georgia
maybe
wins.
the 4,
yeah, or the 3 or the 4.
Yeah,
the loser
depending on how Texas Tech
the loser
does.
at worst will be the 4 seed, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter there. But how much would it fucking matter? Ohio State hadn't won the Big Ten in several years now.
No, I know.
Ohio State didn't even get there last year. Ohio State has now won 16 straight games after losing to Michigan last year. They've beaten 8 ranked teams in that span. They're putting together a historic run. A title would mean something to them. And how much would it fucking mean to Indiana to win the Big Ten?
No, what you're saying is right. To the teams and the schools, it matters.
Right.
To the people who don't have, to us, whereas it used to matter.
Well, maybe we're being dumb bitches
like
about
SEC
this.
championship used to matter. Are you pumped for this Alabama-Georgia game? Like I'm excited to watch it, but like it doesn't feel like there's anything at stake.
I'd be more pumped if it were teams that don't usually play in it. Alabama and Georgia play in it all the time. So like that, Ohio State and Indiana is something new and fresh and still exciting because Indiana is still new to this.
For sure.
Bama and Georgia is just Bama and Georgia.
I'm interested to see how Indiana does.
Now, I am interested to see how Kirby Smart coaches because he, even after Saban retired, he still got this weird thing about Alabama.
Yeah, he can't beat them.
And if he doesn't beat them this time, I don't know when he's going to beat them.
Yeah. What about A&M? Would you use the F word for him?
I have used it several times this year.
Not the slur that you usually use.
English cigarettes.
Fraud is
what
I'm talking about.
Fraud.
I know what you were thinking.
The F word, phony.
Yeah, no, the one you say
ones.
all the time. We're not saying that when we're saying, are they frauds?
No, they're the F.
We don't care. We don't care if they sleep with men or women.
Frauds. Texas A&M has the classic look of a fraudulent team. They beat Notre Dame earlier this season in a game that's going to go either way. There was a crazy holding call at the end that didn't get made. They win the game. That is a very impressive win. That is their best win. Their SEC schedule is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Their first 7 SEC games where they started 7-0, they played teams ranked 9 through 16 in the SEC. They played the bottom 16 teams, or the bottom 7 teams in the SEC in their first 7 SEC games. The second they played somebody in the top half of the league, Texas thumped them. So this looks like a team that feels like a fraud. Marcel Reed is not Joe Montana. Marcel Reed's a good, solid college quarterback. You can make him struggle a lot. South Carolina almost got him. And when they did it, and I said, hey, listen, that first half is a problem because South Carolina is a bad football team, and they made A&M look terrible for a half. A&M ended up coming back and winning, but that was a huge, huge red flag.
I know you've got a lot of friends from Texas A&M. A lot of people that respond to your tweets on Twitter.
Yeah.
You get in some arguments with them. What are they saying when you call them frauds?
They are saying the F slur that you're not
about you.
To say. Yes.
About you.
They are saying it. Yes.
So you are a fraud.
Yeah, they're saying a lot of slurs back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're an angry group.
Yeah, I saw your list of the most annoying fan bases.
Oklahoma's usually on that. Tennessee's on that.
The one that surprised me actually was Oklahoma.
Oh, really? You don't feel that with Oklahoma?
I don't.
You don't live in this space, buddy. Oklahoma's something.
I lived in Austin, Texas for about 10 years,
and you didn't feel it.
And I did not. I didn't share that same hatred towards the Oklahoma Sooner fan base.
They're one
all
of
the
those,
other ones on your list I thought were really good. I thought it was spot on, and then Oklahoma was like that one stands out.
They're one of those that only listen if you're talking about Oklahoma and get mad that you keep talking about Oklahoma because you're obsessed with Oklahoma. That's how.
So they live.
Yeah.
Would you say Oklahoma lives rent free in your brain?
That's not what I say.
It sounds like it. You're talking about them right now, dude.
You can't stop.
He asked me about them.
You put them on your list.
They're on the list.
I said I don't really think about.
You brought up Oklahoma
you brought up
first.
Oklahoma.
In what way?
He asked you the fan bases that are the most annoying.
That's bringing up Oklahoma.
So it's rent
Yeah,
free.
you brought up
That's
Oklahoma.
bringing up
I gave you
Oklahoma.
He asked about Oklahoma. You brought up.
I gave you an open-ended question.
Tennessee. Indiana
that's
Jones?
Indiana Jones. Wait, I always fuck up getting it.
Oklahoma.
I always fuck up getting it. Do it.
You got it?
No.
Indiana Jones was fine.
That's
That's
the end
close,
of it.
yeah.
That's the end of it. But what's the? It goes.
Okay.
No.
I had the end. Hold on. No, that's Indiana Jones again.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now I can't get it at all.
Da, da, da,
Hold on. I got a picture of Oklahoma walking out.
It's such a great song. They just play it and they just hammer you with it.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, that's Indiana Jones, buddy.
That wasn't Indiana Jones.
That was Indiana Jones.
Okay. Whatever. Let's move on.
Da 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 da.
Let's
Da,
go.
da, 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 da.
Rudy.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go. It's a long intro. Okay.
Do it again.
Dun, 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 dun. It does sound like Indiana
Yeah.
Jones when you dun dun.
We do the whole thing though.
Dun, 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 Oklahoma. Dun, 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 dun.
This is just we're gonna put that clip out rent free.
Yeah. You can't stop talking about it.
He's just fucking. He's got the song in his head.
You told me to
He's
do
got
it.
Boomer Sooner going in his head.
You told me to do it. Oklahoma is the worst team we're talking about for the playoff, and they have the best resume they have to be in, but they're gonna.
Their defense is awesome.
Their
and
defense is
I
awesome,
still
but
believe
they're-
in Mateer. He was hurt for the middle of the season. I know he's not been great. I think Mateer is
It's not
a
just
dog.
Mateer. They can't run it. They can't. They got no
But
weapons.
Mateer can run it.
Not really. He
Just
hadn't
let
been.
him loose.
He hadn't been doing it.
But
they
they
were lucky to be
showed-
like 5 teams in the SEC
But they beat Alabama.
and got out Keeneland by like 250 yards.
I know,
It's the
but
most
their
fluky game of all
defense.
I know.
time.
They,
That
they
was-
get outgained in every
That
game.
was less about their. Like, it's not that
Their defense
Alabama's
is great.
defense was that good. It was Oklahoma's defense was great. Their offense is limited.
But the problem is they're half a playoff team. They're going to get in the playoff. They're going to lose 16-10. It's going to be the ugliest thing you've ever seen. And we're going to be talking about let's pull it back to an 18 playoff.
Do you have any resentment in your heart for the University of Texas after what they did to you? Is that why you're saying they're not in your personal?
First of all, I have resentment in my heart for everybody that succeeds in college football.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, I have resentment
That's
for
why
them.
we've gotten along so well
I
this
have
year.
I have resentment for everybody.
I ain't succeeded at all.
Anybody who enjoys their Saturday afternoons watching their team, I resent that. So
Yeah, me, buddy.
Yeah, me and you are in the same right now.
We actually probably had our best friendship year
Yeah.
in terms of college football discussion because we were just on Saturdays be like, well, this sucks.
We would just text each other like, "This is it.
Can you just-
We're in this together, buddy."
Can you walk us through Brandon Walker Day at Mississippi State against Texas?
It was amazing. I got up. We got up and we went and walked through the tailgates and had some jambalaya and did all the tailgate food and I got to hang out with Hardy, the country music guy.
You asked him about Brandon Walker Day, and the first thing he talked about is eating.
Yeah.
That's Brandon Walker Day.
And we're walking
a pretty
around.
good day.
We did the dog walk and
He's
we're
literally
walking on the
eating
field
every day his entire life.
we're doing the things.
Every
We're
day
taking
is Brandon
pictures.
Walker Day.
We're taking pictures. We're having fun. Hardy, and we go up 17. We're beating their ass.
What'd you eat at the game?
Oh my God! I stayed in the president's suite. Not the president's suite. I was in the
Press box?
no, with the athletic director's suite.
Okay.
And they had the best food up there. They had a pot of boiled peanuts, and I was just going back to boiled peanuts every touchdown. And where it was a high scoring game, I kept going, getting a scoop of boiled peanuts and throwing the shells away. It was a great day. And then there was some burrito tacos. I had burrito tacos and boiled peanuts.
Oh, that's great.
Mississippi tacos.
Yeah, they were delicious.
And then during the game,
that was during the game.
what happened at the end of the game?
We were up 17 with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left. I remember looking at the clock and saying, that clock's going a little too slow.
Oh.
And I thought, this game's going to be close at the end. And I didn't know. It was all good. It was all well and good. It was 17. Then they cut it to 10. Then they cut it to 7 with a field goal, I think. And it's okay. I'm over there taking pictures with, I saw Dwayne Jefferson's dad, Clyde, and Clyde's like, hey, come over here. How's your dad? And I said, he's dead. And then I turn around. As we're having that conversation, I'm delivering to my dad's lifelong friend that my dad's been dead for 2 years. I turn around. I hear him go, oh, no. And the punt returner for Texas is streaking past us. And I just fell to my knees, and I knew no matter what.
Said I got to get down to the end zone.
Once they tied it, well, it was going to overtime, and I said, "Which end zone's overtime in?" They said that one. I said, "Well, we got to be down there for whatever happens."
in
you
case
ran.
you could break up a play.
And I picked the exact spot. They threw that route, and when it wasn't Arch, it was the backup quarterback. The backup quarterback drops back. and turns, and I swear to God, he looks at me. And he turns that ball loose, and I think he is throwing that directly to me. And at the time, I don't think the receiver had even made his break yet.
That was a great throw.
And I was like, there's no way. That ball's going out of bounds. And the guy just comes out of nowhere, and as soon as it touched his hands, I knew he caught it.
Did you think about breaking the play up? You could have made a play.
46-year-old Brandon Walker getting arrested for hitting. Also, if I try to hit him, he kills me.
Yeah.
He just goes through me like tinfoil.
You just high point the ball. You go out there, maybe you swat
So I go
ball
for the
down.
ball, not hit. So you're not saying separate the man from the ball. You're saying go get the ball.
I'm saying go get that ball. Make a play.
I don't know that I had the leaping ability or the inclination or I don't know.
Did you still have boiled peanuts on your breath?
Oh, I had peanut.
So at least you had that.
Dan, I had peanuts in my pocket.
Oh, I love that. All right, so Brandon, that by the way, that's the other thing about Texas. I know that we talked about them, and I don't think they should be in because they have 3 losses, and I get the Ohio State thing. They went to overtime against Kentucky and Mississippi State.
Back-to-back weeks.
Right.
They had 4 road games in the SEC. A loss to 4-8 Florida, a blowout loss in Athens, 2 overtime games in Lexington and Starkville.
Right.
That's not a playoff team.
And they also played, when they're like, oh, we shouldn't schedule anyone. Their other 3 games that they played that weren't Ohio State were no one.
They were no one, yeah. And they were average, and they spent 6 weeks being an average team.
Right.
They took them a while. Now they're better now, and they're greatly positioned to go into next year with Arch as being way better than he was. He has developed like an actual quarterback usually does. So I think they're in a great position going forward. But
who do they?
We don't have enough room at the end right now. What?
Who do they play week 1?
I don't think they return Ohio State.
They don't?
Do they go
I don't know.
I don't know if it's a true home and home of back-to-back years. They might open with Ohio State at home.
That would be very funny.
Let's see.
After all of
but
that.
I think it's one of those with a 2-year gap in them.
It's not. Yeah, it's not Ohio State.
Who do they have?
Oh, no, they do. They do have Ohio State.
Okay,
week
well,
2.
It is. So they open with a nobody and then
they
play
open
Ohio
with Texas State and then they play Ohio State.
Yeah. But I think they'll be pretty positioned to do well in that game.
Also, if you win that game, if they won that game, guess what? The Florida loss means nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Are you a little upset that you spent, because we do the college football show together. That was the other part of our year is that we were surrounded by Dave, Big Ev, and Casey, and it was Mississippi State and Wisconsin, and we were just like, all right, we'll talk about all the other games. But are you a little upset? You spent 3-4 years being Buckeye Brandon. Then you went to Penn State. And then Ohio State finally embarrassed Michigan, and they embarrassed Michigan. Michigan acted a fool. The fact that Michigan defended their logo was one of the lamest things I've ever seen.
The most pathetic thing I've ever seen.
They had to have talked about it while the game was still going on.
Maybe even at halftime.
Yeah. So do you have a little bit of remorse there? And also, would you like to say, which we asked you, I think in September, we've been saying it for a long time, have we not, PFT? This Ohio State team's better than last year's.
So that's the fallacy of Dave Portnoy, being around Dave Portnoy. I was never a Buckeye, Brandon. I was simply anti-Michigan during the entire run. I was simply when everybody was saying J.J. McCarthy's the best quarterback in the world. I was like, no, he's not. They're not even asking him to throw.
You talking about 9?
He's just handing off all the time. I'm not going to participate in this fiction that J.J. McCarthy is Joe Montana because
J.J. McCarthy was really good when they asked him to hand the ball off.
Also,
correct.
Did you see Max Brosman last
200
weekend?
yards in that season.
Did you see Max Brosman last weekend?
It was awful.
9 looked pretty good.
That is
Not really.
What you saw was the absence of 9.
9 is pretty good.
9
that
was
picture of Michigan gathering lonely at the M,
Pathetic.
just desperate for somebody to defend against.
Respect.
While Ohio State goes and celebrates with their fans.
Respect. This is what it's about, Brandon. The final score.
What about the grown man that got on his ground got on the ground in front of 100,000 people to wipe up the snow where Brutus had put Ohio?
Brutus dotted the I. This is what college football is about. The score's an afterthought.
No, the college football is about faking a relationship with a dog.
If you can protect your logo after the game, that's as good as a win.
So
that's a grown man.
Are you ready? That is a grown man.
service.
Are you ready to admit that Ohio State's better this year?
They are.
Okay.
Now,
could you want to say anything to me in PFT?
But
for
I
being
would.
the first
I would like
to
to
it?
say. I would like to say this.
You want to apologize? To us?
No, but can I just say the point, and then we'll see if I'm going to apologize or not. I'm not sure if the improvement of Ohio State's happened all this year. I think it might have started last year when they lost to Michigan. They took that 2 or 3 week break and came into the playoff, and something changed in them right then because they had 4 straight. They had the most impressive playoff run we will ever see. They had 4 straight dominations, 4 straight double-digit victories over some legit teams last year. So whatever happened at Michigan, they changed then. And now we have the full year manifestation of what they turned into at the end of last year.
Are you saying steroids?
No, I'm just saying Ryan Day locked the fuck in. Ohio State locked the fuck in.
But Julian Sayin is way better than Will Howard.
They've won. Julian Sayin
the
is better. The defense is just as good, and that's the bigger shock because they lost so many good defensive players. But Arvell Reese turning into Superman, Caleb Downs being Caleb Downs, and then the defensive line just throwing 4 or 5 guys out last year to the NFL, and then just bringing in 4 or 5 new guys that are going to go to the NFL. It's just incredible.
So you're taking
the defensive coordinator. They lost Jim Knowles to Penn State,
right.
and we're like, oh my goodness. Ohio State just lost both their coordinators. And they upgraded.
Matt Patricia. That was actually the real winner of this entire offseason, Matt Patricia.
I would agree with that.
For saying no thank you to UNC. I'll go to Ohio State.
Yeah.
Would you take Ohio State or the field?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think there's legitimately. And
I think they'll be tested.
I think Georgia could test them. I think Notre Dame, if they were given the opportunity, could test them. Texas Tech is the big wild card here. Defensively, they definitely can slow down Sayin, and they can put some pressure on them. But I don't know if they're going to be able to. I don't know what Baron Morton's doing against that Ohio State defense. So
Yeah.
I think there's probably 3 to 4 teams that can beat them, but it would take perfect.
I also think there is. I do subscribe to the theory that Ohio State has not gone into like the ultimate gear that they have.
No, but they also haven't been dragged into deep water at all.
Of course,
they haven't had.
Although
to face,
that first quarter was that was like a spot where Ryan Day was probably clenching a little.
But the second Michigan took out their gun in the first 5 minutes and shot it and barely pierced the skin of Ohio State, when they only scored 6 points in the first after having the ball down there twice, that game was over.
What's up with the headbutting with the official? Did we get a clarification on that after the game?
I'm guessing the official just decided in his heart of hearts, the guy was, I believe the Michigan player was trying to say, this is what they're doing to me, man. They're doing this.
Yeah.
And I think he knew there was no intent or malice, and that's why, because usually that's getting you kicked out every time.
Yeah, the official had a very funny reaction when it happened. He did the thing that refs do where they like very angrily reach down for their flag, and then they blow their whistle super hard.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like cooler heads prevailed a little bit.
Yeah.
It just seemed like, I mean, if you headbutt a ref,
it's automatic.
You used to always get kicked out for that.
I feel like
touch a ref.
I feel like that ref's walk to the other refs calmed him down.
I think the other refs might have gotten mad at him after the game. Like you set a bad precedent here, dude.
Well, they're going to be headbutting us all day.
Yeah, stand up for yourself.
Cole Knipple.
What would be would you have a signature flag toss? Do you think the best flag toss is taking it out and throwing it down? You think as much air
I
as
go
you can
through
get?
my legs.
You go through your legs?
I go Gronk spike.
Gronk.
Just down at the ground.
I think throwing it 75 feet in the air and just waiting for it to fall before you even blow your whistle is fine.
I also would we saw that ref we were talking about on Monday's show, the ref trying to grab his flag and couldn't get it. I would keep it cocked at all times. I wouldn't have it in my pocket. I'd have it in my hand.
New rule: if you can't get your flag out on the first 2 times, it's not a penalty.
Yeah, I agree. Can't pump fake on it. Did you ever look at refs' hands and how they have their whistle and the little bands around each of their fingers?
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
You know what that's for?
No.
That's how they keep track of the down.
Oh, they put it. Oh, yeah, first down, second down, third down.
Yeah.
Why can't they just look at the sign?
I don't know. It's just a time-honored thing. Some things are just tradition.
That Colorado game.
That would I would lose my place all the time.
Well, you struggle with.
You also have fat fingers.
Yeah. I don't have fat. I have skinny fingers.
Actually, you know what? You kind of do.
I have skinny fingers. I have skinny appendages.
You have a fat cock.
I have a narrow cock. I have skinny appendages. I have narrow toes, narrow fingers, and a narrow cock.
Yeah, small nose too.
Cock's a number 2.
Big fat cock, Brandon. Okay, Brandon. Last question. Rowback question. RHOPACK.com. Promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Rowback.com. Promo code TAKE. Let's play out the doomsday scenario for the committee and how you would seed them or put them in. So, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech, Oregon, Ole Miss.
That's the 7. Yeah.
That's the 7. What's the doomsday scenario this coming weekend, and then who gets in? The doomsday scenario has to start with Duke beating Virginia.
Yeah.
Duke beating Virginia is crazy. Is Alabama losing and BYU winning?
Okay.
Because BYU winning now puts Texas Tech on the chopping block. I think they would much rather have BYU on the chopping block with 2 losses because there's a lot more clarity there.
BYU wins, but Satake takes the Penn State job.
Oh, my goodness. You realize how many teams we might have in this playoff with new coaches, with interim coaches?
Yeah. All right. So let's say this happens. Let's say Duke beats Virginia.
But can I ask a question? Is Duke winning a doomsday scenario? Because
they might sneak Duke in.
Duke winning forces either 2 G5s.
Yep.
Or it forces Duke in. But if Duke doesn't
Virginia.
win, it's just Virginia. Like
Yeah.
that's not
just
yeah, it's
Virginia.
true.
Yeah.
yeah. So we're getting
It's a doomsday scenario for the ACC.
We're getting a G5 team and an undeserving ACC champ or 2 G5 teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
So, but I don't. You can get to this in the doomsday. I don't think that they'd put Duke in. I think that would be asking a lot.
You think they put both Tulane and JMU in?
I think they would because Duke. I mean, come on.
Tulane without a coach.
So
Yes.
all right. So here's the
Or UNT. I think UNT actually jumps JMU if they beat Tulane.
All right.
So BYU wins, Alabama wins.
Yeah.
That's a doomsday scenario.
Yeah, because I think it puts Texas Tech on the chopping block, and
Well, that
they
would
have
suck.
a better. I think they have a better look to them than BYU does. I feel like the committee, if BYU loses, can go into that room if they so choose, can lose BYU, no problem. Now the scariest spot for this committee to be in, no matter who gets in, Oklahoma, if it comes down to spot number 12. Notre Dame or Miami. One's getting in, one's not getting in.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the committee thinks Notre Dame is a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, that's not BYU and Alabama winning is not the doomsday because then it would just be Oklahoma, Alabama, BYU, and they'd keep Notre Dame and Miami out.
Yeah. So their doomsday comes when they have to choose between Notre Dame and
Correct.
Miami.
So it's actually
if they
more,
can get them both in, great. If they can get them both out, great.
It's more Alabama winning, BYU losing, and then it would be between Notre Dame and Miami for that last spot.
So then it becomes between BYU, Miami, and Notre Dame.
Yeah, but BYU would say they're out.
You
'cause
say
they lost
BYU's
Texas
out,
Tech.
and then it becomes. And I truly think the committee, if you gave them true serum, who's the better team, they would say Notre Dame. I think they would be beholden to put Miami in.
They would have to.
Yeah.
You played the game.
Yeah, because they would be setting themselves up for a future of agony, of every time something like this comes up.
Well, you know it's going to 16.
Yeah, but
Because that's what they do.
But it's just then we're just gonna have different discussions.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And at this point, if you don't,
And
if
listen-
you don't make it, it's on you.
it's on you. It's like Texas, it's on you. But listen, 8, 12, whatever. Last year we had a 12-team playoff. We did not have enough good teams for 12.
This year we have.
This year we got 15. We got 16. There's not a perfect number, and you just got to deal with it. However you're going to deal with it every year. That's why this committee is going to get a lot of money. You're going to have to make some hard decisions, dude. Just fucking do it.
Is there a way that they kick out Oklahoma and
I don't
then
think
they
so. I don't
keep
think you
Notre
can.
Dame and Miami?
If Oklahoma hadn't beat Alabama, yes. But that Alabama win is doing a lot of work for Oklahoma. That Alabama road win is doing a lot
What
of
if
work.
Alabama loses?
look at
then that win
look
gets-
at Brandon
that-
talking about Oklahoma again.
That win gets worse.
Max,
I didn't do anything. Why are you looking at me?
he asked me about Oklahoma there.
Just can't stop
Yeah,
thinking
but
about
you were
Oklahoma.
talking about you opened the entire door of Oklahoma.
But
You
there's,
brought
Every
up-
Oklahoma from here on
We
out is
wouldn't
because
have-
you brought him
but
up.
there's not a world you can talk about the 12-team
It's
playoff.
still the same Oklahoma that you brought up the first time.
But there's not a world you can talk about the 12-team playoff without talking about Oklahoma.
You're
we've
still
done it.
talking about
Yeah,
it.
we've done it.
Can I ask you one crazy hypothetical?
Yeah.
And I want to take my bias out and just ask you guys.
Oh, I know where you're
Okay.
Is
going.
there
All right.
there any world? There's a listen. There's gonna be like I said, 15 teams for
I know
12
where
spots.
This is going.
Do they have a discussion about Ole Miss? About not having their offensive coaching staff? About not having Lane Kiffin? I personally don't think they do. But is that a world?
No,
they're
because
trying to make.
I
room?
bet you there's one guy in this room who's gonna be like, "Hey, should we talk about this?" And then they'll be like, "Nah."
Okay,
That
all
will
right.
probably be the extent of it.
We blew it. If we they killed us on Friday. If we beat Ole Miss 10-2, Ole Miss without a coach is not getting to the playoff. They would be on the chopping block.
Yep.
But at 11-1, they've got enough leeway where they're going to be fine.
You had your chance.
Yeah.
You blew it.
we didn't even blow it. They just killed us.
Somebody might bring it up inside that room.
That's what I'm saying.
They gotta bring up everything.
They understand that if they do that, then the entire premise of having a college football playoff.
I also don't think what you're about to say is disingenuous.
What?
Well,
all right,
maybe you
JP.
weren't
I
about
don't
to
know
say
what
it.
I was about to say that Ole Miss beat Oklahoma, so you couldn't.
Oh,
have
fair enough.
Oklahoma in.
But I think the people saying, "Well, they kept Florida State out." That was a 4-team playoff.
Yeah,
back
no,
then. These are not. These
and
are
that
not
was the
consistent.
starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I think if Ole Miss lost their starting quarterback, I think they would probably have the discussion.
They're going to lose the starting quarterback as soon as their game ends because Lane's going to call him.
Oh, imagine if
Lane might send the plane back to Oxford.
Imagine if Lane got Chambliss out before the playoff committee.
That'd be amazing.
Like this week, he got him out. Imagine
he wouldn't do that because
would
he
be
wants
actually-
that money.
Yeah,
I don't. What if LSU paid him $2 million to get Chambliss?
$2 million for a loss
for a starting quarterback.
if I were Lane Kiffin in Lane Kiffin's shoes right now, I would say I would take Chambliss.
Yeah.
Right now, and then I would say I'm going to donate any extra bonuses I get from Ole Miss winning in the playoffs.
Yes, and I'm going to donate it to the Children's Hospital in Baton Rouge,
No,
so that it just circles back
no.
to my team anyway.
I'll donate the winnings.
back to the NIL
to some disadvantaged youth out there that happen to be 5-star recruits.
Yeah, they've done that before. And everything about them is okay.
I love LSU.
Yeah,
LSU's a fun place.
I meant somebody else.
Oh, you're talking about Ole Miss again?
Yeah, they once recruited a 5-star by adopting him and then making a movie about it, and it was all fake. It was all
Schindler's
fake. The
List?
entire thing was fake. No, I'm not. I'm talking. I've never seen the movie, but it was all fake.
Wait, so you've never seen the movie, but you know it's fake?
You read the book?
The actual the guy involved texted me and said this is all bullshit.
He sent that?
Yeah, to me.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Ben Mintz?
All right.
Michael Orr?
Huh? Yes.
Well, Brandon, it's been a delight having you on the show.
I don't
always.
We
Always.
we love having
Is
you
this
here.
my last time?
Big fat cock Brandon.
Well, I don't think you're going to be the college football expert anymore, Brandon.
That didn't do anything for me.
Everyone in the chat, fat cocks.
Pull up that spreadsheet again.
What can they do to is that
know.
two C's?
Big
back to back?
eggplants in the chat for Brandon.
Got a fat cock.
Yeah.
Let's
Guy's
see.
got a fat
Let's
cock.
see the spreadsheet again. Okay, so you still have.
No, I'm done. There's nothing I can do.
You got Texas.
He has Oregon.
You got Notre
I got
Dame
Oregon.
and Oregon.
I got Oregon. Yeah, it was a bad effort.
So what went
The
wrong?
fact that there was
what are
no
you doing
Indiana
different
is
next year?
crazy.
There's like 4 or 5 teams. That,
What lessons have you learned? Because you've been wrong a lot this year.
Not really.
Between this spreadsheet,
No more so than any other year.
and Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, no Oklahoma. No Ole Miss.
I was never going to pick Ole
I'm
Miss.
keeping Texas as empty for you, and that's generous. I'm being
That's
generous.
very
with
nice.
that.
No, they're not in. You can make that red. I don't care. You don't have to.
They're in the conversation.
Yeah,
if it's in the conversation,
we're having the
then
conversation.
yeah.
We're having the conversation. Also, Brandon, what if the committee just said, you know what, Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss, that's a problem. Lane is a great coach. You said it yourself, Brandon. One of the top 5 coaches in football. What if they put LSU in because now they have Lane Kiffin?
What was I doing?
I don't know.
I picked LSU, Penn State. I believed in Penn State. That was wrong. Boise State, whatever.
It's actually funny, too, because Tom picked the team you believed in the most in Clemson.
No, I believed in Penn State the most. I had Penn State picked as
Your four finalists this year before the season were Penn State,
Yeah.
Clemson, LSU, and Arizona State.
I don't know if it was Arizona State, but yeah, I wasn't big on Arizona State because I knew we were going to beat them. So I don't know about that one.
One last question.
How many last questions?
This is the last one.
All right.
Michigan.
Yeah, sure.
They were number 1 on your list of fan bases you don't like. It felt like that was just mostly about Dave Portnoy.
It is.
What are they going to do with their coaching situation?
There's a lot of stuff out there. I personally choose not to believe it because if it were that big of a deal, it would have already happened. I think they're going to go into next season with a lame duck coach, a bad coach. They are a poorly coached football team for 2025. I think fundamentally, and they have a good approach, and if they have the talent advantage on a team, they're going to beat them. Mm-hmm. But when they're up against these Ohio States of the world, these high scoring offenses in 2025, they're going to a gunfight with a knife. They just can't do it. Mm-hmm. And Sharon Moore they're wasting their time with Sharon Moore as a head coach, and they wasted their money on Bryce Underwood, $12 million, to never even try to develop the kid into a passer. Mm-hmm. They never even gave him a chance this year. If you're going to throw a young guy out there, let him chunk it down the field and make his mistakes. They didn't even let him do it.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'd like to see?
What would you like to see?
I'd like to see John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh
in Michigan.
John Harbaugh.
Continuing the Harbaugh.
Continuing the lineage.
Oh, Charlie Weiss is returning to Ole Miss as offensive coordinator to coach the playoffs. So there goes that discussion. They didn't lose their offensive coordinator.
Charlie Weiss? What do we –
Charlie Weiss
knows who that is.
Jr.
Nobody knows who that is.
I'm still mad at you, though, because you kept Bill Glasscock. Like, why did
I didn't know you want to know about Bill Glasscock.
I mean, the guy's name is Glasscock. How do you not tell us that's
Billy
his name?
Glasscock. He's the key to Lane Kiffin's success. Glasscock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's his right-hand man.
How weird is Scott Strickland? If you weird out Lane Kiffin, you're a weird dude.
No. Why, again, are we believing everything Lane Kiffin says?
I choose to believe
Lane Kiffin's a weird guy.
Believe all lanes.
Lane Kiffin faked the dog, Dan.
Believe all lanes.
I believe Scott Strickland has a dog, and it is his dog. Scott Strickland's a normal guy. Not a very good athletic director, but he's a normal guy.
He weirded out Lane Kiffin. That's weird. I believe all lanes. All right, Brandon Walker, our college football expert for another month and a half.
Farewell.
We'll have you on right before to hand over your trophy and your belt and everything. Your key to the city.
Chin.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll get it all.
Brandon Walker is brought to you by The Farmer's Dog. You know what time it is. It's time for a fresh approach to dog food. That's where The Farmer's Dog comes in. It's developed by board-certified nutritionists. The Farmer's Dog is human-grade dog food that's made with real meat and veggies and gently cooked to preserve nutrients. Traditional pet food is highly processed. It's difficult to portion correctly, but the Farmer's Dog has changed all that with their freshly made food. They take the guesswork out of serving sizes because they precisely portion your dog's food based on their unique nutritional needs. The pre-portioned packs are simple to serve. They ensure your dog is eating the right amount to keep them healthy, keep them thriving. Plus, the Farmer's Dog delivers right to your door, automatically sending you new food as soon as you're running low. And they have 24/7 customer support with real people because sometimes you have a burning question about your dog's food at 2 a.m. You can get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/bigcat. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/bigcat, get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/bigcat. Check out the Farmer's Dog today. Blake is a Farmer's Dog. He grew big. He grew strong. He's super healthy. He's having a great time. He loves his food. Can't get enough of it. Shout out the Farmer's Dog. Check him out right now. And now, FAQs.
Okay, FAQs time. Wrap up the show. Henry?
Who is an athlete you would die on a hill for? For example, I'll always defend Joakim Noah despite people not liking his jump shot / free throw ability.
Joakim's high up there. Schwarber.
Where's he going to go?
I don't know.
This feels like a
Reds.
Cincinnati, yeah.
He wants people to, he wants to be courted. I don't blame him.
But I was big on dying on a hill and Schwarber because his defense was not great when he started. This was before the DH. So I was big time. It's fine. It doesn't matter the way he hits bombs. You can deal with the defense. So had to do a lot of defending of that.
I would say
Drake May.
Drake, you die on a hill for Drake.
Yeah.
But I think they were asking for someone who has a flaw in their game. Oh,
can't throw 300.
300,
yeah, it's a big time flaw. Hank, that's very brave of you.
Thank you.
You must get a lot of shit for that.
Yeah.
I would say, Tom Wilson. Wilson, I die on several hills for him every year. I do think that he is targeted by the NHL. I think he's targeted by refs. I think that any other team in hockey would kill to have Tom Wilson play for them because he's not only just like a fucking bruiser and a mountain of a dude, but he's very skilled, can score goals, one of the best goal scorers in the league. I love Tom Wilson.
Future face of this league?
Future face of this league? I loved it when he broke his cheek and he scored 2 goals looking like he had the mumps. And then that was the same day that Joel Embiid was out for 3 months because he broke his face. That was a perfect day for me.
What do you guys pick? Embiid?
Embiid's the easy answer. My favorite answer, though, people don't remember. Hot in the streets when I was 13, people hated Ryan Howard because they thought that he struck out too much.
Yeah.
And I was a big die on my hill for Ryan Howard, and I thought he got way too much hate in Philly.
Mm-hmm. I was like that with Javi Baez too because he struck out a lot and couldn't. And he struck out a lot.
Ryan Howard struck out a lot too, but I fucking love Ryan Howard. And if you look back at some of Ryan Howard's seasons, he just had video game stats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Zach, memes?
Chad Pennington.
Oh, noodle arm.
Elite.
He was a good quarterback. Noodle arm.
Elite.
But the noodle arm.
No, he can sling it.
Well, but he didn't. His arm.
He was good.
Who could throw further?
We're doing it right now. We're doing the argument.
Chad Pennington or Tua?
Tua.
You think Tua could outgun him?
I think he could outgun him.
No way.
We need to settle this.
Didn't Chad Pennington get hurt, and that's why his arm was zapped?
He never had the strongest arm, but then he had a bad shoulder, and that made it worse. Also, put this in the bookmarks, Hank, for Friday's show. Tua at the Jets on Sunday in the cold.
Tua fingers?
It's gonna be chilly in New York, and he's 0-7 in his career below 46 degrees.
Love that.
Let's just remember to talk about that.
Also reminded me of the Michael Irvin. Did you guys see his tweet about the big hit last night?
Yeah, that was great.
What did he say?
All time old Michael Irvin take.
Oh, when it was cold?
No,
the big hit you just saw in the game between the Patriots and the Giants are the kind of hits, all caps, we had to take on every damn play. Just trying to enlighten the young NFL fans who never saw passes caught, COUGHT, where great pain lived. Every pass caught where great pain lived.
Yeah, I love this because the game was pretty violent back then. It's pretty violent now.
Yeah, but it was more violent for
It's like
sure.
every damn play that there would be hit like that every play.
I still laugh every now, like probably once a month. I just think about the random Jets fan showing Tua fingers to Jake.
Yeah,
just being so beaten, like shook up about it.
Shattered his innocence.
Okay.
What's up, Big Cat and PFT? Would you all take it if the Bears and Commanders played every year? Winner always makes the NFC title game, but loser season always becomes a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Absolutely. Making the NFC Championship game is awesome. I listen, if you had asked me before that draft, would you take one NFC Championship game in the next 5 years? I would be like, fuck yeah. The amount of misery that we've had rooting for shitty franchises, it makes you compromise on a lot of stuff, and your expectations are very low. So yes, I would 100% take that.
The only thing I would not take is it'd have to change when the game is played every single. Like it can't just be like week 3. I would want there to be a little bit more leeway
where we both have some belief.
Yeah. Like if it goes year to year, you don't play at the same time every single year. So there's some years where it's like, okay, we would play week 1 and the season would be over for one of us. Some years we play week 16 and we just have belief the whole way.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Do it on Thanksgiving every year. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
In a hypothetical world, you have to pick one team in any sport to all root for together as a podcast. Which team would it be?
We should do this. That'd be funny if we picked, like, if we just became a huge Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know. What would be?
Yeah. Like, we could just do that with the MLS and not even care about it.
Oh, we could do that with the MLS. Should we
the
pick
Water
it?
Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
You guys want to do Premier League?
Nah.
Right, that's too early. Too many games.
I'm trying to
I don't
think
really
of
understand
what-
the table.
Yeah, we could pull up MLS teams real quick. Let's pick an MLS team that we're going to just ride for.
Yeah.
The whole squad.
Do we just ride Inter Miami because they just get every guy at the end of their career?
Let's just become the biggest fans of this team. All right.
There are way more MLS teams than I thought.
That's
Holy
so many
shit.
teams.
Let's
Holy
see.
fuck. That's so many teams.
Let's see. What's the most random city that they have in there? Charlotte?
Yeah, we could do Charlotte.
What are they?
We're not going to do this. Let's not pretend.
Oh, we
we're gonna
we
care
would
about
just
the
say,
MLS.
we would
No,
just
we're just
say.
going to say it. Just what about Colorado? It'd be nice to be able to go to Colorado.
Or San Diego?
San Diego, yes. There's a San Diego
Yeah,
MLS
San Diego,
team.
San Diego. San Diego FC.
FC.
I'm in on
Yeah.
San Diego.
All right, we're the
San
biggest
Diego-
San Diego
San Diego
FC
FC.
guys in the world.
That's all
I've
they
talked
got.
enough shit about the Union. I don't care.
That's
all
all
right,
they
when
got.
they come play in Chicago next year, we got to go.
I think we should go there, show our support.
I agree with Hank.
Be
Okay.
be one with San Diego.
One with
Diego.
the pitch. You want to
Yeah.
feel that grass
Yep.
under your feet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Love that. Love the FC.
Well,
Most
SC.
least original game of all.
I cannot
name of
believe
all
that there's
time.
this many.
How many
teams.
FCs are there?
There's a lot of
so
FCs.
many. dude.
Grow up.
The
Pick a
thing is-
fucking logo.
I agree.
Well, they have logos.
Hey, they have SCs too.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
So dumb.
It's also just
also FCS.
It's not
It's
American.
football.
Yeah, but like,
It's
why are we
soccer.
trying to be like England? Like, why
Don't
are we
be
doing
FC.
FC?
Yeah.
Just pick a
Yeah.
name.
like with it, Real Salt Lake.
Yeah,
You're in Utah.
How
You're-
come
you're
some
not,
of them
you're
say
not in Madrid?
some of them say FC and some of them say football club? What? It's just got to be one or the other.
Oh, I kind of like Orlando City.
Orlando City. What are they called?
We go to the Chili's.
They're just
Oh, is
called
it gone?
Orlando City.
Yeah.
Shit.
A lot of golf in Orlando. Hank.
Orlando City might be. I think we go Orlando
I am
City.
golfing in Orlando in February.
I mean, cheaper flights. Orlando City. Should we do it? Let's see the logo for Orlando City real quick. Give me
I
Orlando
don't
City.
even know where that is. Oh,
Just
here. it
click
is.
on them.
in Florida.
I can't see.
We're gonna go logo. We're gonna go.
It's a lion?
Oh, that could be
It
a
looks
good
like water
tattoo.
It's a cool
Okay, now
lion.
show us San Diego's. I kind of like Orlando. What's the logo?
Oh, that's sick. It's like
You hate San Diego.
All right,
San
if it's-
Diego's looks kind of like a butthole.
All right, here, it's just like if it's
Look at that.
if it's odd, we're doing San Diego. If it's even, we're doing Orlando.
Okay. These are two like blob impenetrable cities. Safety from the blob.
Even Orlando FC guys.
Why? Did you guys see it?
What?
Water ball
it
machine
lit
just
up.
kept lighting up right there.
Uh-oh.
Signs.
What is
There was like an LED light that was
Stranger
going on.
Things.
Did you
Has-
see
That's
that?
cool.
has
Did we
Orlando
have that on
won
camera?
anything?
I don't think Orlando's won anything. I feel like we would
It's
know,
called a
right?
reflection.
All right, do we have any others after we?
It looked like.
Oh, it's the same owners as the Vikings.
Did we have that on
Oh, the Wilfs?
Yeah, the Wilfs.
We can end on that.
Okay, well, let's
Hey,
just
wait, is there another one that you don't want to read, Hank?
They're not great.
Okay, let's just see. Let's see if we've ever won anything. Us Orlando FC guys.
I guess this is a book plug. What's going on as an AWL that joined after the move to Chicago? I'd love to hear more about the backstory of the change to the new office and how that all went down.
book.
Book.
Book. It'll
Book.
be all in the book.
Book.
Also, doc on YouTube. But book.
But book, yeah.
Wait. Oh wait, our
We held
mas-
back on the dock for the book.
Yeah.
Kingston is our mascot.
Sean Kingston?
Oh,
He's
Kings-
got he's an how do you say that word?
anthropomorphic.
Anthropologist.
Anthropomorphized and bulked up lion complete with brown and purple dreadlocks.
Hey.
That rocks.
Dude, I'm in on the Orlando FC.
Combination.
Fuck it.
Disqualification.
I do not think we've ever won anything. I don't think we've ever won anything, which is good.
That's my PFT tip of the day. If you ever just want to have fun saying a word, say disqualification in Jamaican accent. You won't regret it.
Disqualification.
Yeah, see? Disqualification.
Okay. Hold on.
Jay, Max, take it for a spin.
Disqualification. PFT and we've actually had this conversation
Oh, yeah.
before, which is not shocking.
No, it's like I just have to say combination, and then PFT automatically follows up with disqualification.
Sean.
That's my version of
I do not think we've ever won the whole thing.
This is too much MLS talk. I'm over it already.
No,
We have won the whole
National
thing.
Sports Podcast.
We've
dude.
won the whole
F1,
thing. 2022.
MLS.
Yeah, we're really hitting all the stops today. PLL, we've hit it.
Orlando.
NBA, NFL, MLB,
We hit them all. All right, we're
NHL.
Jack Pocket. Today's Lottery Ball segment is brought to you by Jack Pocket. The numbers.
3.
Ah, fuck.
Saw you
I was
looking
looking
at
right
Hank.
at
Yeah, I
you.
saw you looking at Hank.
America's #1 lottery app, Jackpots are the talk of the town right now. Powerball, Mega Millions, everyone's watching those numbers climb. That's why we've partnered with Jackpocket. They alert you to the upcoming drawings and always keep you part of the buzz. You can order official state lottery tickets using your phone and get a photo of your real tickets right in the app. 73 people have already become millionaires using Jackpocket. New Jackpocket customers get $5 in free lottery credits. Just opt in and use code PMT2. That's code PMT2. Okay, numbers.
22.
100.
Disqualification. 15.
11.
99 pug.
44.
8.
37.
88.
Stu Finer.
Anybody?
Nobody. 1/4 of the way there.
For
That's
what?
good math, Hank.
22.
Good math.
Oh, you were, yeah. Do you want to do another one?
Yeah, we'll do one more. Same numbers. Say your number again. 15.
22.
100.
11.
37.
44.
8.
Close.
99 pug.
Oh, 19.
79.
79. 79.
Love you guys.